Disarmed on the right side. He's sweating. Can't get the wall touch. Markimu with a ground pound.
Looking incredibly strong here after that game one showing, and he looks to potentially run back a two-stock here. He's going to do his best. Sidelight dodges himself off stage. The respect are ready to this bow. The Nair comes out as well. This is a serious pick on the side of Markimu, and I think Moonir knows that. GC Light coming out, avoiding the recovery with his recovery, trying to get a punish from Moonir. Another Sidelight punishing the Nair. These Nairs are very, very poorly timed and placed, as Markimu is perfectly punishing them every time, but a recovery into GC Light will not KO.
Can't get the hit there. Went for the scoop.
Oh my goodness.
Markimu with two recoveries from underneath. Moonir still struggling to finish off the stock of Markimu.
Nice punish. D-Light into side air. We'll find that stock, and we've seen Tero's players do it time and time again. Last stock, back against the wall, and all he needs is one big open up.
Gets disarmed by the unarmed from Markimu. Weapon spawn on the center of the stage. Markimu gets it. Double sidelight, and that's Markimu up 2-0.
I went, oh, he put his hand over his face.
Yeah. That's a pearl clutching moment right there.
For sure, and I mean, this is a development that is just, it's like kind of scary. It's like, where did Desario come out? I know that at the last Royale they fought each other, Markimu was using the Devil Jin pick a lot more, and we haven't really seen it since. A lot of the Mirage, I was thinking Wushang potentially here, but instead it's this Zario pick, and we go to Demon Island, and Moonir swaps again to the Cassidy. And if you're a Cassidy main out there, you're like, man, this is great for the propaganda because they keep losing on stream. This might be another case of that. The last-ditch effort back against the wall, swapping to the Meta Demon herself, but Devil Jin got that devil in him. That N-Sig comes out, the charging of the down stick. Nice GC side stick to avoid it from Moonir.
Yeah, got him back onto the stage, got some damage onto Markimu. Downlight into the neutral signature. Just priming another hammer.
Oh my goodness. Side sig, a very active hitbox and a bad spot for Markimu, who gets away with murder there. GC D-Light off the stage. Moonir just does not pull the trigger. That's going to be a big open up there, and the extension on that gets a full one there and gets the downer to KO off the top.
That was very clean on the side of Moonir. Recovery, gravity cancel, stomp into a down air. High enough in the sky that was the first KO in favor of Moonir.
D-Light into N-Sig, another N-Sig there, catches the landing.
Go for three.
Side stick coming out, and that's the three you wanted, and disarms Markimu the fourth. Now in a GC breakdance will punish the jump out of the end lag from Moonir. You pick up a bow is the answer for Markimu, who's found so much success here. Maybe the biggest X factor for this Zario pick so far is the fact that Markimu has such a strong bow. But as I say that, speaking of strong, the down stick finds a KO there. Maybe the first one I've seen work out on this top 8.
Yeah, all the blasts of that down signature just launching Markimu down. Moonir's hammer coming alive. Neutral signature going to whiff, though, as Markimu just outside of it with his gravity cancel downlight.
D-Light into the Nair, goes for the down stick there, trying to catch a dodge down from Moonir. Moonir will not give him much. N-Sig coming out. Markimu finally finding a way to land in the corner to avoid that N-Sig. Going for the slam dunk, doesn't get it there. It's going to be an N-Sig for Moonir instead, and that's the N-Sig on the blasters to close out that stock. And Moonir swaps to the Cassidy and makes it work.
I know this is an oversimplification, but whoever has thrown out the most signatures has won each of the games.
Is that true?
Yeah, game one,
wow.
Markimu threw out 9 to I think it was a 2 or a 3 on the side of Moonir. Game 2, I think it was around 7 to Moonir's 1. And this time it was 13 on the side of Moonir to the 7 of Markimu.
Honestly, maybe that's just how Brawlhalla is. You know, maybe we just got to start throwing out more signatures collectively as we get into game number 4 here, Moonir versus Markimu, and we got Western Air Temple for that Nair there, looking to get anything going here for both players here, and this means so much. The end light and the side light puts Markimu in a bad spot, going for the scoop with the down air there. A recovery gets punched with the N-Sig, and Markimu has been a fish out of water off stage right now as Moonir has so much control in the corner. N-Sig coming out, side sig instead, disarming Markimu in the process. Moonir stomp into the N-Sig, does not KO, the Nair will, and Moonir takes one hit from Markimu and doesn't look back. You get a hit on me, I get a stock off you.
I was going to applaud the map choice. Oh my God.
Oh, the N-Sig off the soft platform. Moonir is not letting up. He swaps to another hammer and another N-Sig. He doesn't even need to do it because he's taken so much damage. He hasn't taken any damage. Side stick coming out. Moonir now, and Markimu, can you make it back? GC D-Light into recovery, and Moonir is on a complete tear in game number 4. He is unstoppable. He's taken no damage from Markimu, who's hit him 3 times, maybe the most. Another 4-piece there for Moonir, and N-Sig the wrong direction. Markimu with a D-Light into the gauntlet pickup here. Down stick coming out. Side stick punishing for Moonir. Down stick this time as well. Ground pound coming coming out. Ground pound reversal from Marky Moo. Moonir gets the recovery instead. Weapon toss up into the unarmed side air. Moonir 1 hit away, and he will not be denied of a dominant 3-stock, and we go to game 5.
That's a 3-stock on our world champion, Moonir, popping off in game number 4. He was getting hit after hit. He took less than 100 damage. He took 58 damage in game number 4. Holy cow, Moonir.
That is an incredible showing from him. And oh my, I mean, he did the Marky Moo to Marky Moo, dude. He did the weapon toss up into the unarmed side air, into the wall, into the pickup of the weapon, into a GC side sig.
That's wrong.
That is incorrect.
That's a lie.
It's the other way around. 453 damage on the hammer, 13 on the unarmed.
0 on blasters.
Okay, like, what? How do you lose the set from here? You can't lose the set here, right?
Yeah, a 3-stock in game 4, you have literally all the momentum in the world.
Marky Moo's like, I gotta use the restroom, I gotta have water, I'll be right back.
Oh, hey, something's wrong with the setup. We need to double check. Actually, can we just like restart all of the machines?
Everything, all the time.
Actually, let's restart the whole broadcast.
He did been working long till. Let's give him a break. How about that? Let's stop. Let's just all take a moment. And just a Moonin 3, 2. A Moonin pick here for Marky Moo in game number 5.
Okay.
So he says, you know what, the gauntlets weren't working. I want a bow, I want a scythe. And he channels an evil energy here and swaps over to the Rockstar Bird in the concert venue of Terminal West, a concert venue. Hopefully he can make some music happen right now.
He's trying to. Moonir gonna have to put out some damage on these blasters right now, more than he did in the last game. This is the down air. Marky Moo in a good spot. Gravity cancel down sig, but Moonir manages to get past it.
I haven't seen this one in a long time. I don't know if I've ever seen him do this here, but taking some inspiration for sure. That the down sig coming out there does not connect.
Oh, Moonir was trying to go for that down air, but it was Marky Moo's neutral air that actually ended up connecting first. Ooh, down sig in the whiff, neutral signature punish from Moonir.
Air coming out there, looking for this extension. Goes for the N-sig, trying to call out a landing, gets a side light instead. He's looking to line something out. It's a deck stance as well from Marky Moo. The down sig will not KO, and it is incredibly close, and it is scrappy. No one's really pulling ahead in this spot. And the bow now with the signature kit looking to find something, and that's going to be it. The down sig, he makes some noise, and he strikes a chord, and he gets first strike here in game number 5.
Got him with that C sharp, the musical notes connecting onto Moonir. Can he get some more out of this song? Moonir, now he's got his signature hammer.
Scoop coming out there, the Nair just barely avoids. Whoa. That's going to be a big flip off stage. Moonir in the bad spot, has to dodge into the wall. Weapon toss coming out, ground pound, picks up the sight. That's a D-light into the down air, but it will not KO off the top on Fortress of Wolves. The Nair comes out as well. Moonir in the bad spot once again. Off stage avoids the N-sig is Marky Moo, and he gets a side air there. Moonir in the bad spot avoids the ground pound, but a Nair continues this edge guard, and both dodges get expended from both players. Down air does not scoop. A weapon toss for Moonir there as he's trying to control this stage now and find a way to get back in this game because it's all been the Marky Moo show, and it doesn't look to let up anytime soon. The hammer online, Marky Moo, even without a weapon, doesn't need it. GC D-light into ground pound, and Moonir puts an end to that momentum with GC N-light to close out that stock.
Finally gets the first stock of Marky Moo. All the momentum Moonir had completely stopped after the swap from Marky Moo over to the Mugen.
Light there, going for the down air, unarmed. Moonir just trying to swap over to his hammer, his trusty hammer, but that's an N-sig to find a KO off the top, and Marky Moo is one stop away from making this Moonin pick work.
Marky Moo, he wants that spot in the top 4 of things. If he can get the stock off Moonir, he will earn it. Just denying weapons from Moonir.
Recovery coming out there. Another Nair catches the top platform, moving and moving. And slowly drifting away like the chances for Moonir in this game because the D-light connects. Waits for the D-light, gets a side light there, gets the N-sig. Moonir, a fish, a deer in the headlights right now as it's been the Marky Moo show. The side air comes out. He's trying to make it happen on the blasters, but the ground comes in, and Marky Moo with the game 5 counter pick makes it work and moves forward into the top 4.
The swap to the Mugen here in the musical venue, the concert hall of Terminal West. Marky Moo gonna clutch it out in game 5. He will earn his spot in the top 4.
His writing is this fire. He swapped to the musical character at the Terminal West concert venue to make it happen in game 5. An incredible showing from Marky Moo and taking some inspiration from other players, I'm sure, on this pick. The Scythe making it happen.
Yeah, and like you said, that was all about the Scythe for Marky Moo. Put out 299 damage on that Scythe versus the 184 he was able to put out on the bow.
Congratulations to Marky Moo moving forward, but that's going to be Moonier ending the day with a gold in the 2v2 space and a 5th place in the 1v1 space. Shout out to Moonier for making it happen for EU, just unable to do it in the 1v1 space as well. An incredible tale of deep legend picks here. I mean, this game number 4, I literally said out loud, how do you lose after that? How you do it is you swap over to a pick that no one expected. The crowd, I think we all reacted that way after
that was
game
such
4.
an insane game. Like, if you just took that game 4 in a vacuum, you'd be like, dude, there's no way Moonier ever loses at this video game ever. But honestly, like, that's such a huge testament to Markimu, man. Getting 3 stocked in game number 4, forcing that game 5, and he shook all that off and just immediately he's like, all right, we're going in. Mugen, let's do this.
And Markimu redeems the run back where Moonier was able to take a Royale over him. This time Markimu will be the one to send home Moonier at 5th place with a great showing on this Moonin pick. I'm so shocked. Like, I can't believe it worked, but it just did.
Yeah, it is incredible. And now we're seeing it's less of a triangle and it's becoming more of like a pentagram of characters, right? Like he's got this wheel of characters that all have some sort of through line that eventually connects back to the Mordex.
Yeah, there. I mean, so far he's been playing Zariel, which has the Gauntlets of Mordex. He played a Moonin, which has the Scythe of Mordex. He also plays a Mirage, which has the Scythe of Mordex. He showed the he has the Wushang in 2s, which is the Gauntlet of Mordex. He then has the Onyx in 2s, which is the Gauntlet of Mordex. So like, if I'm hearing a home, I'm like, I gotta pick this from Gauntlet Legends and start seeing what I can do here, because he's been doing a great job. Speaking of which, though, we got Flower versus Lores, and like you said, if you're somebody that's a hate watcher of South America, you are rooting for Flower all the way, as he's eliminated Godly, he's eliminated West, he's eliminated Vemtankilo, and now has to do it versus the former, or I guess technically still current mid-season champion in Flores, as he won in 2025. He was denied of his belt, reclaiming of his belt in the 2v2 space, and he's looking to reclaim it in ones, but he'll have to do it versus Flower, who's on an absolute mission right now. Yeah, he was looking incredible in his matchup against Vemtankilo, but on the other side, if you're a fan of South America, you have no choice but to root for Lores right now, because he is the last South American left in the bracket. We've still got Ahmet and Balloon Boy on the top side. Markimu, you just saw earn his spot in the top 4 elimination side, and the winner of this next set is going to be the one to get that final spot. The top 4 already almost completely sorted out here. The top side, Ahmet, Balloon Boy. In the elimination side, Markimu is waiting for the winner of this match in Flower and Lores. And Lores, $96,000 of earnings, 3 golds to Flower. 0 has been there and done that before. More top 8s than Flower has placements in top 32 and top 8 combined. Lore is an incredible bastion of the Brawlhalla esports scene, a pillar of consistency, and will do so on an Ada pick that's incredibly strong. Super defense Ada makes her stats 6655, and if you ever hear the number 6655, the legend is probably very pickable and it will never not be. If it's all 6s and 5s, that is likely a very good pick as far as legends go. And it's worth mentioning, you saw on the head-to-head, it is a 1-0 in favor of Lores. The last time the two of them ran into each other, CEO 2025. That was last year. The tournament that Lores was able to win was also the one where he was able to beat out Flower. If I'm not mistaken, Lores beat Balloon Boy in grand finals of that same midseason from the elimination side. Is there a button I can press that'll tell that answer? You'll have to look for it, but as we do so, we're going to get into it here. Lores on the Mandalorian, pick Flower on the Yumiko. Both of them utilizing the newest of Brawlhalla's meta in the Super Sanchez. Right now the 4-piece cactus and the side sig, and Lores doesn't even have a moment to breathe or pick up a weapon even, and Flower starts the game off with an explosive start. Lores will try to regain some control of this match with the blasters, but the Sider punishes the whiff D-Light, and right now Flower is completely on a different pace, a pace I haven't seen from him. D-Light into Sider, and Lores right now is just another person falling victim to this Yumiko from South America. The Sider comes in, will not KO off the stage, but Flower is South America's nightmare now. Yep, all the South Americans, they're gonna go to bed and wake up with sweat thinking about Flower, because Flower is such a monster right now against the South Americans. Huge momentum here, goes for a wake up, gravity cancel, stomp, doesn't connect, but Lores doesn't even want to pick up the weapon despite the fresh one being there on the left side. Big down sig into Nair. That's a nice bit of damage. That's going to be a D-Light coming out from Lores. Really trying to make anything shake. It's going to be a side light into N-Sig to close out that stock. And that's going to be one of the many reasons why Ada has such strong signatures. A lot of them are very plug and play. They weave in and out of the light attack kit very well, but also kind of fill the gaps that Spear needs. An incredible signature kit here is going to need a lot of those signatures to connect if he wants to beat Flower right now.
Light into the down signature.
Oh, the pogo, that's bad. That's in very low and under the stage, but Flower gets a cider out. Now he's waiting for the recovery, sends into the wall or stage, and he realizes that he gets a nair for his troubles. The weapon toss comes out, but Loris having another spear online. Down sig coming out, side light into the side sig with no dodge online for Loris. Flower takes that stock and retains his stock lead.
Yeah, he's so quick with that side signature. He's recognized twice now his opportunity to get it. Might go for it again. Nope, instead it's going to be gravity cancel side light, attempting to connect onto Loris.
Loris having some experience with his Two's teammate in Kaina, who also plays Yumiko, but the N-Sig will close out that stock as Sara gets a little bit too close to the wall there.
No weapon spawn, Loris delaying it. In the center stage, Flower. He took that stage control so easily.
And this has kind of been the story so far. Flower just in these early stock exchanges has been incredibly dominant so far. Racking up so much damage with punish on that side with the sideline of his own, gets a dodge in, doesn't find it, but gets a nair anyway. Flower now getting the party started with that nair, trying to get that juggle going, doesn't get it there, but a pogo is all Loris gets for his troubles, and if that's all you're doing every time you're getting 4 hits is getting a pogo, it's gonna be very tough to get in this game.
Goes in, tries to hit that down signature. The whiffs blocking off the path, the down air.
Weapon toss doesn't connect. Loris, one
Still
more chance to
touches.
make it back. Flower just gives him the space, but he retains the weapon, and the side air comes in, and Loris has to make another big trip, and does so with that unarmed recovery, and Loris will have free reign over that weapon, will pick up some blasters. Now down air comes out, and Flower's down air connects, and Flower takes game 1 over Lopez. I mean, Loris, that's such a big swing of momentum, though, because Flower completely dominated stock 1, and Loris brought it back relatively speaking. So this could definitely be a chance for Loris to get himself back in the set, or Flower just slowly coasting to a win.
Yeah, that was a really explosive start on the side of Flower, like you said, but also Loris started to figure out what he needed to do, started to get that momentum. I also feel like he started to hold on to the spear a lot more. That's something that he's known for playing, and he was able to maintain that as we got into the second and third stocks.
Recovery from Flower, looking for the nair on the bow as well. N-Light comes out, landing side air, waiting the side light, trying to catch a dodge in place. N-Light, Flower just hovering around. The N-Sig comes out off that side light, and Loris finding himself in a similar spot to game number 1, where he's getting completely demolished on the first stock. Will fight back with these blasters. N-Sig comes out, no punish from the side of Flower, as that one does not connect.
Staying low, comes up, but Flower goes to the outside, hits him with another side air. Just wants this damage onto Loris, who burns a dodge for that gravity cancel side sig.
Reckon that hammer across the down air will connect. It won't scoop and score, but it's getting close to it. Landing side air there from Loris. Gets Flower in a bad spot. The down air trying to find these KOs. It's going to be a pickup off that D-Light into side air, and he's looking to close out the stock, but Flower continues to hold on with these nairs, and it is a battle of this defense right now, as they are somehow both holding on. The side air will not KO. Will disarm Flower, though. D-Light, side light, N-Sig. N-Sig doesn't connect. Unarmed recovery doesn't KO either. We are getting so deep into the red for both players, and they're just looking for anything to stick. Down-Sig does not connect for either players. The nair will finally do it. No!
Man, they're getting so much extension. The falling side air from Loris is not going to do it. The weapon toss it sends him deep enough down that he doesn't have the movement to come back up.
And first strike going to Loris, and a very hard-fought first strike at that. GCD light off stage. Flower inching forward, and that unarmed recovery will be enough to KO, and that was an incredibly long-winded way to save both of them now on their second stock.
Yeah, both of them fighting, trying to get anything they can. This is the down air, though. This is a bad spot for Flower. Still got the wall touch.
Pogo, that's a big deal, and yeah, as you said, Flower making it back to the stage there. That sweat meats coming out. Down 6 sends Flower off stage again. D-Light off the stage into it with a side air. Oh my goodness, right now Flower trying to get some damage in, but this spear is causing big problems. The wall that Loris is able to build, the D-Light into the side air. Flower off stage again. The Pogo's incoming for sure. Side sig whiz, but a side light connects anyway. Ground pound works for Flower. Now he regains control of this juggle state with punishing that down sig startup with a nair, but that down sig will not be denied, and that'll find a KO.
Yeah, just beat out the down sig once, but couldn't do it again. Loris now with that advantage, and again, when he's got the spear, he's just a whole different monster.
Side air, will it KO? No, not quite. Loris with chances here. Weapon toss goes a little bit too far, and that's going to be a nair to make it back to the wall. Unarmed recovery as well, and the extra credit starts to rack on this stock as Flower is on his last and finally gets the KO there off the top.
Okay, juggles weapons, gonna delay the next spawn, sticking with the bow now. Wisp actually connects onto Laura's there, but Flower not in position to follow up.
Right, big open up with the anti-air, and Laura's definitely still in this game. Flower is as well, but that down is making it harder and harder. That's the charge up of the side sig. Nair's coming out now. That's going to be a big open up with the side light, but Laura's immediately swaps away. D-Light into Nair, that time for Flower. Another Nair now, and this is a great spot for Flower to be in with this juggle. And like there, Laura's has to dodge downwards, does finally get back down. The down light doesn't connect. That side light does, but no open up after the fact. NSIG into NSIG, and oh, Laura's punishes that perfectly and takes game 2.
Yeah, the big bet on the side of Flower, it would not have KO'd if he connected with that neutral signature. He was just trying to get that damage burst, and unfortunately for him, it didn't connect, and Loris had the easiest punish of his life.
This might be the closest set we're going to see so far. I mean, that's a 1-1 with very, very close games, and I mean, that first stock, a war of attrition to end up just losing the first stock took so long in that game, and Loris is so good in games like that. The longer they go out, the more patient it is, the better Loris is.
Okay, seeing some speed coming out from Flower as he hits multiple light attacks on top of Lores.
Flower's just so, I love that he's now so confident in just hitting the buttons, and you know, obviously you can lean into this game plan of these D6 and these whips, but you don't even need it sometimes. Finally that one fully connecting, but not getting the full punish with an air. Going to side air, down coming out with punish with a side air. Flower now returning to game 1 form with a lot of confidence here. D-Light into recovery, will not KO outright, but one hit will do it. Lores will avoid it with an unarmed recovery, makes it back to the wall, side light, unarmed, another side light, puts Flower off stage. D-Light off the stage, does not connect, but that unarmed recovery does. Flower now having to land back down, avoids it with a GC. D-Light into side air, and Lores has completely taken over this stock. The NSIG comes out, no punish, GC. D-Light doesn't connect, the unarmed recovery doesn't either. Lores now trying to find something. Flower gets the end light and puts an end to that rain from Lores, but he gets the down air anyway, and it's anyone's stock now. Side air comes out, Flower loses his weapon in the process, unarmed recovery does not KO, and Flower finally gets a weapon here, so does Lores, and a side sig gets the end of that stock, and Flower opens up with a 6-piece, and Lores takes control of the latter half of that stock.
There's so many attacks on the side of Lores, just launching Flower. Flower trying to survive, but he eats that side signature. Now he's on that second stock. Can he take the stock off of Lores? No, Lores getting that extra credit.
The toss downwards for Flower, an option he's used quite a bit. That end light will find the KO off the top, even here on Demon Island. Just so much damage getting racked up, and finally Flower catching in off that very early damage from that stock number 1 exchange.
Down sig, not going to connect. Laura's already on the other side of it. Laura's doing a lot of jumping here, and Flower not taking the bait. He has not thrown out neutral signatures against Loris the way he was doing against Vem.
Coming out there, that's going to send Flower quite high in the air. The Nair continues. GC end light trying to catch Flower, potentially trying to get a bit of a punish. D-Light avoids the Wisp and then gets the recovery as well. Laura is now in a great spot for this game. D-Sig or side sig will close out that stock, and it's a clean 2 stocks to 1, essentially a 0 to KO for Lores. Bit of took a little bit longer than you might expect for that, but still Laura's in complete control of this game.
Yeah, freshly bleached stock on the side of Flower and Laura's. Flower is starting to get that one a little more damage now. Finally get some hits onto Laura's second stock, but full stock advantage for Laura's.
Coming out, a lot of downlights and a lot of whips. That NSIG will connect. And this time it'll be Lores who comes out on top for it, and that's a game 3 2 stock from Lores as he completely flips the script and completely dominates Flower in that game.
Yeah, it felt like Flower tried to change up his game plan. In game number 2, he had a lot of time on that bow, put out, I think, 300 plus damage on it. This time, he leaned a lot more onto his hammer. You saw that a lot in the first stock, but after that, Lores kind of made the adjustment and then really shut it down. And Flower was only able to put out 181 damage on that hammer, despite holding it for 50% of the game. We're getting ready to go into the next one here. Lores 1 game away from knocking out the South American Demon, or the Demon of South America. He's not South American.
And this would deny South America an appearance in the top 4 of midseason if they can get it done here. It's a crazy thing to think about. But we're here and right now, and Flower needs this game to force game 5. Lores just needs 1 more to move on into the top 4 of things. We go to Small Fortress of Wolves to start us off here.
No character swaps. We're going right here into game number 4. Hoping that the gameplay adjustments and the map change is going to be all that they need, but Laura is starting to do some blasters work now, spacing out Flower. You see Flower taking his time.
A good reaction to the stimuli that Flower's putting out in terms of like dashing forward here, and Laura's just kind of mixing it up. Not wanting to shoot the blasters too close to when Flower's approaching. D-Light into recovery will connect, and Loris has coasted his way into a very comfortable lead here. Side air does not catch Flower, leaving the soft platform, landing side air from Flower. The weapon toss should break the mold. Side air catches the jump, and a D6 gets punished. D-Light into recovery, does not KO, but you're in a bad spot here, and the side air will catch your landing. Loris will swap over to a spear. And now the signature kit from the spear gets unlocked for Loris here as he needs a D-Sig or a side sig. It'll be a D-Sig to close out the stock. And 2 stocks away from moving on into the top 4 and keeping South America's hopes of this midseason alive.
Loris has such a good read on when Flower wants to stack up, and he's been able to punish it a lot of times with those side signatures, those down signatures. The spear as a whole has been working really well for Loris. Easy punish on his side.
D-Light side air, looking for some pogos. The recovery will be the option instead. Side Light waiting. A down sig will connect and send Flower away. End Light sends Flower away as well. This is tough because Flower really needs something, and that's the something that Loris will give. A whiff on that D-Sig and a D-Light side air for Flower to even up the stocks.
Loris is looking comfortable with that spear down signature. It's on Flower to make him uncomfortable. He's got to start baiting out that spear down signature and punishing it like he did on that stock.
Recovery, a little bit too high there from Loris as Flower is just really scrambling to find a way to get something big going. The down sig will connect and send Flower quite far off stage. Won't be close to KOing yet, but can't take many more of those. Side Light coming in, whip punish down air from Flower, and then Light continues to juggle. Flower makes a lot of the money on the juggles, but Loris does the same. D-Light into side air, Flower in a bad spot, looking for the pogo. It's a weapon toss, the pogo avoids. A ground pound comes out from Flower. Loris looking to find the KO. Side sig is not the option. Side air into end sig. End sig doesn't connect. Down air whiffs as well. Recovery comes out from Loris. Whiff and the down sig will close out that stock from Loris. It's a big scramble on the left side of the stage, and Loris comes out on top.
So close, time and time again. They're so close to getting those hits.
Oh my goodness.
Double down Light. Loris, he's looking to put this one away.
Flower's gonna have to make magic happen here on this hammer.
Nothing!
No punish on that down sig. Might just be the sign of the times. D-Light into side air. And just a couple hits,
no.
The Pogo King on top right now. The recovery unarmed, trying to set up into a nair. Avoids the side air with a GC. D-Light the other direction, but that's D-Sig into a nair. And no weapon here from Loris. D-Light into side air drops. That's an incredible drop. Weapon toss into the GC. D-Light down air though. A little bit of style there. And Flower with chances here. We've seen him do it before.
1 stock left for Flower and Loris. Can Flower get that game 5? Loris has his comfort weapon of the spear. You know he's looking for the opportunity to throw out that down signature. Goes down for the recovery.
A nair there, and now the juggle. 1 juggle away, 1 signature away. Flower avoids the signature there. That's Loris' first miss and could be his last if he can find his way back into it. Avoids it again with a jump nair. Another nair catches Loris. Loris into the orange now. Flower with an opportunity to come back. Weapon toss down into D-Light. Does not connect, but that's the D-Light. That's the side air, and Loris takes the game 4 and moves on, and your mid-season champion still has chances to do it again here at 2026, and Flower will bow out at 5th place, and South America is still represented in the top 4.
Man, Flower was playing his heart out in that final moment. You saw those reactions, the dodge up on 2 of those down signatures, but he started floating a little too long, and Loris recognized it, went out there, got him with that down light, and was able to close that one out. Flower is done for the day. We had an incredible performance this weekend.
And with that being said, now we have our top 4 lined up, which means the former 2025 mid-season champion in Loris will now face down the world champion of 2025 in Markimu to get 4th place for elimination side semifinals on the winner side. Balloon Boy versus Ahmet, the last Royale winner in Ahmet. Balloon Boy getting his first big open LAN win in the 2v2 space with Moonir will look to get his first gold medal. The storylines are bountiful.
Yep, so many of these competitors of our top 4 have earned gold medals in the single space, except one. Balloon Boy, the odd man out here, has not earned a gold medal in the single space on North American soil. Loris has done it at mid-season, Ahmet has done it at a Royale, and Markimu has done it at the World Championship. Balloon Boy, the only one to not do it, and you know he really wants it.
He did it in the 2v2 space, so why not singles as well? Loris and Markimu in the elimination side. Place that no one wants to be in ever, but definitely not when you have to face down Loris or Markimu.
Yeah, neither one of them wants to go into the other. They haven't fought against each other just yet because both of them came in to the top side of the bracket on opposite ends. Ahmet was the one who took down Markimu. Balloon Boy was the one who took down Loris. Fantastic play overall, though. But like you said, this is, again, our top 4. We got Ahmet, we got Balloon Boy, we got Markimu, we got Lores. Lores coming in here as the lowest seed of the 4, actually. Worth pointing out, he's coming in here seed 14, despite being our multi-time mid-season champion. He hasn't had the best performances in the single space in South America. That's one of the reasons why he came in very low.
And with that being said, we got someone new at the desk. I guess not new, but returning to the desk once again. We got Sheepy with us. How you doing, Sheepy?
I'm doing great. Wow, what an incredible top 8 so far. Now we're here pretty much at top 4, and I just feel like the storylines, man, like, look who is sitting pretty and winner side. It's Ahmet versus Balloon Boy. Like, this could be it. This could literally be like Balloon Boy's chance to get a win out of LAN. Like, it's so exciting. And I can't believe what's gonna happen in the elimination side. Y'all were just literally talking about this. Markimu versus Lores. Like, and I'm rooting for Lores, but now I don't know who to choose because I really like Markimu too, so I don't know what to do. But it's been exhilarating, it's been exciting, and I feel like everyone can feel the intensity of like how this is going down at midseason. So it's been incredible. I do want to grab y'all's last thoughts about just what's happening and what we can even look forward to as we go into our top 4 here. And so, Duke, let me grab those final thoughts.
I hope that this table is insured. I hope that the entire stage is insured, because Slow Motion is going to start his own personal riot if Balloon Boy goes home with the gold medal here in the singles space. It is going to be absolutely monumental. It is going to be incredible.
You saw the Knicks celebrations was crazy. Slow Motion is about to do the Dougie for 3
You haven't seen
hours
the Brett
straight
Mafia
on the
celebration.
stream. The camera will be on the Slow Motion Dougie. He's going to backflip off the stage, and he told me himself 3 hours of the Dougie coming your way. I mean, I've been having a great time here. Thank you to Duke. I mean, I thought that was a really, really amazing block. I just wanted to quickly wrap up my thoughts on each of the players and kind of catch you guys up at home that don't really understand the gravity of this, but all of them have such a big stake in this tournament. So we'll start off here at the elimination side of things. Lores is your current mid-season champion of 2025. He won both 2v2s and 1v1 last year. He got second at 2v2s this year and is looking to keep that belt or that trophy here. Markimu is your BCX champion coming into this event, looking to get that win. Took out Munir, who beat him at the last time they played each other at a LAN. In the winner side of things, you have Ahmet, who is your last ever Royale winner, the king holding his title and looking to get a win here at an open in the 1v1 space. And then you have Balloon Boy, who's never won a 1v1 tournament LAN in North America, but he just came off of a 2v2 win. So a lot of storylines going into the top 4 of things, and it's all very, very exciting, but I gotta just say it, I'm here for a Balloon Boy win.
Oh my God, I know a lot of folks are, and just, you can hear it in the crowd too. We got a lot of folks rooting for Balloon Boy, but I think you said it the best. It is, this top 4, monumental. I mean, I cannot believe the doubles, the top 4 we have, and now this singles top 4 we're about to have. Incredible. Thank you so much, Duke and PJ. We are down to our top 4 in singles. We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, a spot in the grand final is on the line. Ahmet and Balloon Boy and winners final will be next. Don't go anywhere.
Alright, no drama, I keep it light. Everything's going so right when you pull up right on.
Alright, so I'm joined here with Balloon Boy. You just had an amazing game on the main stage and you're advancing into top 8. I just have to ask, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling really good. I made it to championship Sunday in both 2v2s and 1v1s from the winner's side, so I'm pretty pumped about that and I'm excited to play tomorrow.
Yeah, so just looking back, in before this event, what were kind of your expectations, and has there been anything that surprised you so far this weekend?
Honestly, my run with Munir has been pretty surprising to me because it's my first time doing a cross-region kind of team, and the practice we had to do from him on NA servers and me on EU servers, it was kind of interesting how we had to practice, but we made it work and we're going crazy, so that was surprising. And honestly, my 1v1 practice, I'm on Diana now. The VB's not working out for me, but I'm surprised I'm still making it this far with the Diana.
So how are you going to try and prepare for tomorrow? Walk me through, what are you doing from the moment you wake up until you're on stage? Anything running through your mind? Anything you do to ground yourself?
It starts tonight, it doesn't start tomorrow, so it starts with the sleep. The sleep is very important. I gotta go to bed super early, and then once I wake up, I'm having a nice shower, and food, I'm getting Waffle House. We've already had plans with this. I'm already ready, bro.
Yeah?
I'm already ready for tomorrow. These plans have been in the works.
You're a professional.
Since this morning, yeah. We were gonna go today actually, but then like plans didn't work out, so we're gonna go tomorrow instead. We're gonna get Waffle House early in the morning, and then we're gonna come and practice.
Yeah.
I didn't get that far, but yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna come and practice. And yeah, I'm just gonna try my best.
Yeah? If you win, how are you gonna celebrate? I mean, if you get the gold.
If I get the goal, I'm gonna celebrate with Red Mafia.
Yeah?
'Cause honestly, like, I don't even know where I would be without them. I've been with them since like I was back on Xbox, so like they've been here with me since like day one before I even got this good at the game. So I appreciate them a lot and everybody else who supported me throughout the years. So
Speaking of support, I'm sure that a lot of people tuning into the stream are massive fans of yours. I hear the crowd whenever you're on. I see Twitch chat whenever you're on. To all the people out there supporting you, watching the stream for you, is there anything you want to say to them?
to my family watching at home, thank you very much for watching me. I love you guys. And to everybody who supported me, thank you very much. And yeah, let's hopefully get first place.
There's a power in your soul, and I wanted you to know. There's a power in your soul, and I wanted you to know. Don't you know? Don't you know?
We're going back to Terminus in Brawlhalla's Battle Pass Classic 8, featuring Termidex. Excessive mining flooded Terminus with Darkheart and produced Corrupted Blood Teska, Terror Watt Zol, Neo Street Hattori, Live Action Orion, Street Sovereign Petra. Play, level up, and unlock new items. And the Deluxe Pass grants exclusive new rewards. The corrupting power of Darkheart returns in Brawlhalla's Battle Pass Classic 8.
That was a weird decision a second ago. You saw Swada go for the D-Light into a ground pound. Likely should have been a gravity cancel down tick. Oh, ho, ho! Odin helps him out there.
Welcome back to the Brawlhalla 2026 Mid-Season Championship. Here we have the top 12 bracket so you can see the journey, but we are now down to our top 4, and here to take us the rest of the way, it's Flambo, it's slow motion. Guys, what do you think about what you've seen so far? Let me start with you, Flambo.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Absolutely insane. The matches up until this point have been nothing short of electrifying, and it's only continuing to go down that path.
I don't know who's gonna win. I know this guy has a very clear
Yeah.
favorite. Slow-mo, tell me what you're thinking,
I
man.
will not waver from my vision, I promise you. But no, this weekend so far has been absolute cinema. 2s was insane. The game 5s, just everything that happened during that, and just being able to watch Bread Mafia celebrate with their whole guild right there in front of everybody is just super amazing. And then we've seen what we had in this top 8 already for ones. Ahmet is playing absolutely insane this weekend. Are we kidding me? We got a lot to break down here and a lot to take a look at because this top 4 is going to be nasty.
Yes, and that's the exciting part. Like, well, look at this winner
Yeah,
finals.
it's so
look at
good.
this winners finals.
It's so good. We're eating good,
Boy versus
Flambo.
Ahmet. Yeah, I was like, y'all got a good top 4, baby. But let's talk about that. Let's actually talk about this next matchup here. So, yes, winners final. This is a spot to get into Grants and secure your spot. I want to know your thoughts between this matchup, between these two, Balloon Boy versus Ahmet. Slow-mo, I actually want to hear your thoughts.
I mean, I have no idea. I mean, they've never fought each other before. I mean, they've never faced each other. Ahmet is nasty on the Petra. We've been seeing him do people dirty with the orb all weekend long. Same with the gauntlets. I think Balloon Boy's got a lot of work to do to be able to get this done this year.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Ahmet looks disgusting.
Oh, come on.
Any bracket he's in, I always look at Ahmet as like, yeah, he could just win the entire thing. Like, he's clearly proven it before. He's done it. He pulled up to that one Royale and took names, right? And I'm like, on land, clearly, we were talking about this with some of the guys last night, is like, there are players kind of like Impala where, you know, no one really thought Impala was going to win that BCX, right? And then pulled up and said, yo, remember the name. And I think Ahmet could do the same thing here today. But then on the other side, I mean, the storyline would be so nice if Balloon Boy could look at that
What is
down
this viewer vote?
That cannot be right. The chat can never be just split down the middle on anything. That's crazy. But it's holding steady at 50%. So you know what? We'll just go ahead and rock with it. Balloon Boy and Ahmet. Chat seems to think they are very evenly matched, and I mean, we're gonna find out. Like I said, never fought each other before in tournaments, so they're learning just like us. But we're gonna get into it right now, Flambo. Let's go, baby.
Okay, man, we're starting it off with winners finals here at the mid-season championships. Looks like Ahmet's gonna be the one to get the first set of weapons. Has those gauntlets, Balloon Boy equipped with his signature blasters on the Diana, ready to make history.
See the movement already from Balloon Boy, trying to work those aerials, just sliding those down airs in, retreating off stage a little bit, trying to stay out of the way of those gauntlets. There we go, gonna poke away again with another Sarah, but Ahmet gonna try to go, and what? The recovery's gonna connect already. Sweat beads are out, but Ahmet's able to come back down the stage. It was not enough to knock out yet. Just now in a light orange. Balloon Boy being very careful at center stage. We're playing some footsies in neutral, Flambo.
Yeah, doing a great job here. Disarms Ahmet with that side air. He's gonna go ahead, dash, and pick up that orb. This orb has been terrorizing everyone has come up against all day, using the active frames of that end-light to push Balloon Boy into the corner. He's looking for that final D-light to get the stock, but Ahmet's making it so difficult and almost gets the stock himself with that recovery.
They called out that spot really, really well and got some good punish off of it. Balloon Boy fighting back unarmed though, has the bow in hand. Okay, the neutral light's gonna connect. Who is gonna be the first to strike in game number 1? It's not gonna be Ahmet yet, but he can get the pressure over on the right side. Balloon Boy does not make a backup recovery. We'll finish it off, and Balloon Boy is the first to fall to second stock.
Okay, but not trailing behind by too much here. He's gonna be looking for that weapon. Maybe even get an unarmed D-light. Nope, gets the unarmed side air, has the blasters in hand. Again, the side air pushes Ahmet into the corner, takes that first stock, and we're right back to even yet again, Slow-mo.
Right back where we started, Flambo for sure, except Ahmet does not have a weapon, able to get the gauntlets dropped right there for him. Balloon Boy some more damage in the air, coming back down with the floating dare, but couldn't get the second one. That one's gonna connect. Is he gonna get some more? A little extra credit? No, Ahmet's gonna stay out of the way of the neutral light, get a 3-piece of his own, take him all the way up to the top.
Okay, Balloon Boy trying to get something started here. Good little side air, but needs to rack on more damage. Ahmet is slowly pulling ahead here. We need another sequence from Balloon Boy to make this feel a little bit closer. Ahmet in that D-light recovery range now, going to be fishing for that final blow. Nice retaliation from Balloon Boy. Picks up the blasters yet again. Good damage with the D-lights there as well, but that should be a punish. No, Ahmet too slow to pull the trigger.
Was Ahmet's doing a very good job calling out these side lights from Balloon Boy, being able to just hover behind him, get the hesitation, and punish him very easily. But the down light into recovery, not quite enough to get the top of Small Worlds in.
All right, now basically one hit for either of these players to go ahead and convert. Balloon Boy goes for a read with the sideline to the end-sig, but it's not going to connect. Has to make it back to the stage. Off the wall, has to fade away. The weapon throw pushes Balloon Boy even further, but the exhaustive recovery gives him the horizontal momentum he needs, and he turns it around with the recovery of his own and takes the penultimate stock off of Ahmet here in game 1.
It is absolutely crazy to me how Balloon Boy is just always able to find a way back. Oh no! Ooh. Come back, the recovery's gonna go ahead and connect. Gonna continue the lead here. He's pulling away as he continues to get some more damage on Ahmet's last stock. Coming back with it, trying to catch some sort of lane. And I thought I'd see the Nair come out, but the Sarah is going to go ahead and get rid of that second stock of Bloom Boy. We're all tied up on stock count.
Okay, and Ahmed's actually going to elect to go for the gauntlets here, going into the final stock of Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy does manage to pick up some blasters, but not without taking a good chunk of damage. Trying to hit Ahmed. Ahmed has him in the corner. The gauntlet's best spot. Going for the edge guard. Goes for a double ground pound. The turnaround for Balloon Boy with a weapon throw. Keeps him alive, but for how much longer as Ahmed is trying to build this momentum? Balloon Boy finding these little windows to counter poke, and it's working. We're keeping the damage relatively even here.
He is. Ooh, let it go with that side sig. Not a big punish though from Met though, sending him up in the air. Met couldn't catch a landing. There it is, baby. That's going to be enough. The bottom 45 secures it, and Balloon Boy goes up 1-0.
Balloon Boy has been so pinpoint with those down sigs today. We've seen across the top 8 has been able to close out multiple games with a well-timed Diana down sig right over the lip of the stage, always spaced perfectly enough that never leads to a ground bounce either, sends them straight to the blast zone and gives them the W.
Man, Balloon Boy better be careful coming into game number 2 though, because if you look at the stat line, Ahmet did outwork him. 541 damage off the Petra, 509 off the Diana.
That's true, but you gotta work smart, not hard.
That's right, that's right. See if he's going to be able to continue that on, or if Ahmet has got some rebuttal here and going to try and tie us up into game number 3. We're going right back to Small World's End. Same legends, same battlefield.
Yeah, I can't blame the viewer vote. I mean, we were looking at this saying, we don't really know who's going to come out on top, and for good reason. We saw how close that first game was, but now it's up to Ahmed to put a little bit of retaliation on the board. There was a moment there toward the end of that first game where it felt like Balloon Boy was kind of pulling away a little bit. We're going to see if that same thing happens here, but once again, the damage is even. Balloon Boy tacking on so much pressure. I can never compliment enough how pinpoint he is with these blasters. It's a very hard weapon to use. You can't miss often.
No, blasters, I mean, me personally, it's very hard to be consistent on. See if he's going to be able to come off the side of the stage. He's going to put the pressure, just lay down the D-light. Ahmet runs right through it, catches him with a neutral light of his own, disarms Bloom Boy. Thought he was going to let the ground pound go, but he decided to be a little safe. Ooh, winded up the neutral sig, and that's going to hit Bloom Boy right in the chin and take him up off the top.
Yeah, it's one of those moves that you can never always be ready for. It's so fast, so potent. Balloon Boy trying to get the equalizer, maybe trying to force the issue a little bit too hard, but we're going to see how much extra credit Ahmet can build. Goes above, doesn't have the resources, gets forced out of a dodge a little bit earlier than I think he wanted to, and that stopped him from being able to recover. So good job from Balloon Boy to go ahead and throw that one out.
Absolutely, keeping things nice and even. Met looking for the opener, got one single side light with a Nair. Oh no, finish it up, wait a second. Balloon Boy lets the weapon drop, come back down the stage. Couldn't catch a side light. Ahmet's doing so good, staying out of the hitbox of those and punishing them almost every single time. Again, peeling him off the side of the stage. Recovery from Bloom Boy. He needs to get some damage on the second stock of Ahmet.
Yeah, it's looking real rough for Balloon Boy right now. Ahmet going down there with the recovery, and then that end light's gonna seal the deal, looking way more confident in this second game. Balloon Boy hasn't really been able to hit his stride.
No, we haven't seen a whole lot out of the Triple B in this game number 2. Met's kind of been running the show here. Bloom Boy, though, finally we're seeing some life out of those blasters, but as soon as I stay, Met is right back, just throwing hands with those gauntlets. There we go. D-Light into recovery, not enough to confirm off the top of Small World's End. Bloom Boy still fighting to secure the second stop.
Looking for something there, was hoping to get a cheeky side tick to bring things back, but it's not working out. Balloon Boy is getting tossed around the stage. More end lights from Ahmet. This is looking harder and harder to come back from. Already in the red, Ahmet looking for that final blow, tries to get the D-Light to convert to the N-Sig, but it's not going to work, and Balloon Boy takes the little runway he gets to try to convert into something, but still has this and another stock to get through slow-mo.
I mean, we've seen him do some crazy stuff over the past couple years. But this one's rough. He's going to have to play a perfect stock against this Petra. And so far, that is already not perfect, Flambeau.
Hey, it's all right, man. You are playing Diana. You get one good little setup. Down sig, side sig, end sig. Pick one, and it might be all you need. That's a great start. Tries to go for the Hail Mary. Does not work. Ahmet keeps it simple. Pummels Balloon Boy yet again. And then goes ahead and ties up the set 1-1. This has been an incredibly close fight so far.
Yeah, the damage numbers again. Ahmet coming out about 125 more damage output than Balloon Boy in that game number 2. Balloon only had 227 off the blasters, found 160 off the bow. Just could not really get any offense going, especially early in the game. He was starting to get a little success there when he was on his final stock, but by then it is too little too late. You just got to go next.
we're going to see we have been sticking with the same stage the entire time. Back to Small World's End. They're keeping it up close and personal. Great start for Balloon Boy as well, getting a little bit of a read, a little bit of extra damage there to boot. But Ahmet has been doing such a good job of finding these openings, coming in with those dash up end lights, and then really tacking on some extra bits of damage.
We're having a fantastic stock here from Balloon Boy, just playing patient, getting his little 1-2s in, coming down with another dare, but Ahmet trying to let those dares fly off the gauntlet, staying out of the way. The down light catches the nair. Wait a second. Side light connects as well. Balloon Boy retreats off the side of the stage. Ahmet misses the Sayer. Oh no, the nair grabs the Balloon Boy at the very bottom. But now he's in the position he can punish Ahmet. And he does. And he converts the stock flambeau.
I don't know what happened over there. It looked like he had the right idea, then he got a little bit too low. Balloon Boy saw the opportunity and carpe diem, right? He seized the day and made sure he got that stock. And now at this point, we have a bit of a lead for Balloon Boy, and he's running away with it. Already has Ahmet in the yellow, and you know the bow is a great weapon for racking up damage, but Ahmet not trying to let that happen for too much longer, pushes Balloon Boy into the corner, looking for that final blow. That's going to be a punish, but it's not going to be the stock. Great fastball from Balloon Boy to get under the weapon throw, but yet again that dash up end light has been such a strong boon in the corner of Ahmet.
Ahmet so impressed the way he's able just to keep this close. I mean, Balloon Boy came out so explosive at the beginning of this game, and Ahmet just makes it look like there wasn't even any elite there. Okay, another side light's gonna go ahead and connect. Reaches up with the nair, but Balloon Boy's there for it that time. D-Light in recovery, tried to go ahead and pepper it off with a gravity cancel neutral sig, but nobody was home.
Yeah, just no one at the door, but I mean, honestly, good for Ahmet, because I think he needs to kind of slow down Balloon Boy a bit here. And he's doing a decent job so far of trying to equalize some of the damage, but at this point, Balloon Boy one good conversion away from getting the stock, tries to go for a gravity cancel down sig, and Ahmet almost makes him pay for it with his stock there. Uh-oh.
Ahmet's very brave, going down low underneath those blasters.
Whoa. Okay, cheeky out from Balloon Boy there, but seems to work out in the grand scheme of things. Now we're basically tied up, so I think Ahmet actually did everything that he needed to do this stock. Even if he loses it now, you know, one conversion, we'll be right back at it.
Yeah, no matter who is able to confirm here, the extra credit is going to be very, very important. Balloon Boy getting a little ambitious over there off the right side. Doesn't seem to have any success from it. Ahmet has a power play here as he does have gauntlets in hand. Balloon Boy, though, strapped back up with the blasters, trying to make something happen here in the center stage. Sarah will get it done, and that puts Ahmet on his final stock of game number 3.
Let's see how long Balloon Boy can hang on to this one, though. Ahmet dashing in, tries to get the unarmed D-Light, gets in there instead. Looking for one side light to close it out. Wow, again, Balloon Boy with the ground pound. The cheeky option, Ahmet not ready for it, bouncing on top of his head, but he still needs that final blow, and end light will probably be the name of the game again. I feel like Ahmet's gotten most of his KOs from that dash up end light. You can see the way he's kind of fishing below Balloon Boy. Wow, falls into that end light. Balloon Boy trying to space him out, but the side light could come as well. He's gonna probably have to go for a gravity cancel D-Light. That's what I'm guessing here.
It's definitely trying to fish out something here.
Ooh, that works too.
Yeah, that's going to go ahead and send all the way down to that bottom 45. And now we were all tied up. And there's only about a 35-40 damage differential here between Balloon Boy and Ahmet. So it is going to come down to these last couple interactions on the final stop. And this is all to have the advantage to going into game number 4.
Yeah. Let's see, Balloon Boy holding the corner here. A lot of pressure, and we have to remember this is final stock Diana. Those SIGs are particularly potent right now. There it is. He shows his hand a little bit too early. Ahmet could sniff it and manages to wade his way around it. But now Balloon Boy still putting on this pressure. I mean, at this point, the damage deficit is starting to be felt as Ahmet is in the red. Balloon Boy is going to be fishing for the final blow.
Yeah, but Ahmet is piloting Petra. She hits like an absolute freight train as he's trying to make his way back up. Wait, the dare might be enough. Pushes him all the way down. Ahmet does find a trail to get back up on the Small World's End. Balloon Boy laying down the gravity cancel D-Light. Wait a second. Ahmet, are we going to see the ground pound? We do! Hit him again. Balloon Boy.
Perfect coverage from Ahmet there. Balloon Boy trying to get tricky with the recovery. He goes for the weapon throw instead of the blaster's recovery to try to mix up the timing and also have less end lag, but it doesn't matter. Ahmet is forever patient and manages to hold his poise and secure that game number 3.
Yeah, being able to have the strength from that Petra, and I mean, Gauntlets and Orb, I mean, you cannot go wrong. the back-to-back ground pound, was able to go around the weapon throw from Balloon Boy, played it absolutely perfectly. Ahmet, like I said, playing out of his mind this weekend. See if he can close it out and send Balloon Boy packing down the elimination side.
Yeah, set point for Ahmet here. Wants to be in the grand finals, guaranteed top 2. Balloon Boy obviously wanting it as well, but he's gonna have to work a little bit harder for it now, because look at the way that Ahmet's starting things off here, putting a lot of pressure with these gauntlets off stage. Balloon Boy doesn't want to be there, immediately gets back onto the stage and picks up a pair of blasters. And hold on the ground pound, he stuffs out the recovery, and that's a very strong lead for Balloon Boy in game 4.
I mean, we've seen this before though, Flambeau. Every time Balloon Boy has got a big lead like that, Ahmet is able to bring it right back to keep things close. So we're gonna have to see what Balloon Boy is gonna be able to do on this extra credit situation. Sidelight Sayer, that's some big damage. He gets that first stock right there, catches a Nair into Sayer, looking for another one. Ahmet needs to get back up on stage, but Balloon Boy laying down the coverage, able to sneak on through to catch them with a D-Light. There we go, neutral light. Oh, the down air just barely missing.
Okay, and here comes Balloon Boy trying to shark kind of inside of Ahmet to see if he can maybe set up for those grab cancel D-Lights, but it's not going to work as Ahmet finds the stock right there with the recovery. And considering how kind of early Balloon Boy was able to get the first stock off Ahmet did not take a whole lot of damage.
No, that's what I'm saying. We've seen this time and time again, and here it is. That whole stock, that lead's completely gone. We got everything tied back up. Balloon Boy starting. Wait a second. He's starting to go ahead and chew away at this one on the second stock of Ahmet. Nice down air from Ahmet to go ahead and get a little more damage onto the second stock, but Balloon Boy definitely pulling away on this one.
Okay, the pummeling from these down airs going over and over and over again. Balloon Boy having a bit of a tough time trying to find an opening here on Ahmet as well. It's hard to be pinpoint with these blasters for long sets like these, but he's trying, looking for maybe a downlight. Does it the wrong way. Huge opportunity for Ahmet to get a punish. 4 hits unanswered now as Balloon Boy is slowly but surely starting to crumble a little bit, I feel, in this game 4.
It is. He's starting to feel these gauntlets for sure. Ahmet has been just juggling him up in the air with these powerful Petra attacks, trying to lay down the neutral light, but Balloon Boy shut that one down with the serve. Staying out of the way of the neutral sig that time. That would have hurt. That would have been the stop.
Okay,
right, there we go. We'll take that.
I don't know how we found the turnaround there. That was an extremely scary situation. Got the perfect timing on the dodge and was in the perfect spacing to get the side air to retaliate as well. So yet again, a lead for Balloon Boy, but as you've been mentioning, Slow-Mo, he's been having such a tough time, but that's a huge chunk of damage that just happened to Ahmet right there. Gotta be feeling much better for Balloon Boy. Look at that. That's like 7 unanswered hits. The side air goes for the NC to close it out. It doesn't connect, but he still has the momentum. Ahmet not getting a chance to play the game right now. Finally finding a hit, but is it too late?
I don't know. I mean, Ahmet, if he buckles down, plays perfect, that's a good start right there. That's a good start right there for Ahmet as he juggles. Is he gonna stay on the? He's gonna
keep those gauntlets,
yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Just get him off stage one time. That's all it takes for Ahmet. Get him off stage one time. Balloon Boy, don't let it happen.
Get him off stage, get one dodge read, and it could be over. Balloon Boy playing very smart, staying right smack dab in the middle.
Get away from there, Balloon Boy!
No, he immediately retreats back. Very smart play from Balloon Boy. Sidelight is going to connect from Ahmet. Balloon Boy tried to punish him, but could not catch it with his. There we go. Sayer connects. Swap back over the blasters. Sayer fade away and tied up. Say it with me, Flambeau. We're going to game 5.
Whoa, we're going to game number 5 in winners finals here. These two competitors are pushing each other to the absolute brink. I was scared there for Balloon Boy for a second there, man. Ahmet pushed him off stage, and I was like, all it takes is one ground pound, one neutral air on a recovery, and that's your stock. But Balloon Boy was able to stand resolute. Look at Red Mafia popping off, man. This is gonna be a crazy game 5.
No, it is. If you really think about all the game 5s you've had, I don't got time to break it down. We're just gonna get into the next game. We'll yap about it later. All right, Ahmet's gonna go ahead and get the orb. Starting in center stage, Balloon Boy right on the blasters. This is what they both wanted. The right to work with the recovery. Try to get a little nair at the end, but the ground pound will work.
Okay, now let's see. Ahmet once again pushing Balloon Boy into the corner. We played the entire set on this one stage right here, and we're gonna see if maybe they end up regretting that choice a little bit, but so far, I mean, they've both been able to win. They've been able to push to game 5. The neutral set from Balloon Boy, a crosshair, and then the recovery to close out the first stock. Look how healthy Balloon Boy stock is here.
Absolutely, and I hate to say it again, but we have seen this before, Flambeau. We have got to, he's got to be calm.
This man.
He's got to be calm.
He got full fiber. He's eating his vegetables. He's looking healthy, man. I think Balloon Boy's in a real good spot. Ahmet, you got to turn it up, man.
Drank his whole cup of milk, huh?
He's blasting him. He's got infinite bullets, man. He is not afraid to just pull that trigger on them blasters.
He's just now an orange on his opening stock. And Matt got caught with the dare. This could be huge.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so smart.
Balloon Boy!
10,000 IQ, waiting for him to come back up, not taking the obvious knockout option, taking the smart knockout option.
Oh, he is running away with this. Ahmed, do you have an answer for this? Because Balloon Boy looks like he's pretty poised to go ahead and have a potential shot at the throne here. Ahmed trying to slow things down. Still has a fairly healthy final stock, but he has to burn through all 3 of Balloon Boys. And Balloon Boy almost gets the cheeky turnaround. Imagine if that knocked out slow.
Oh, man. Imagine. There we go. Finally, 7-1. Finally, we get the rebuttal from Ahmed there to finally send Balloon Boy on to his second stock. But it's looking real good for the Triple B right now.
Yeah, I mean, look at this momentum he has going on here. Probably going to represent a SIG fairly soon. Throws the weapon straight up, picks it up. Ahmed able to combo off of the chase. If he got that sideline, would have been able to get a cheeky exhaustive recovery afterward, I'm sure, and that would have been the stock, but not going to work out for Ahmed. Gonna have to find another opportunity. This edge guard looks like it might be it. No dodge on Balloon Boy for a while, and Ahmed closes out the edge guard. We're going to final stock, Gen 5.
Man, Ahmed playing absolutely out of his mind. He was down 1 stock to 3. He's got the stock count, but he's got the stock count tied back up. You better figure it out. Fight back, Triple B.
Tries to go for the recovery to close it out cheekily. It's not going to work. Ahmed turned up, but that should be the game. The delay recovery, and Balloon Boy has blasted his ticket into the grand final.
It is
guaranteed top 2.
It's so important, Flambeau. All of these best of 5 sets, so much energy has to be spent. The fact that he was able to get that winner side spot and now he can relax instead of having to go right back down to elimination side and fight his way back up. That is a huge, huge advantage he just got himself for grand finals.
Yeah, no, Balloon Boy, truthfully, gonna need it. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where you always want to be on the winner's side of grand finals to give you that wiggle room, and it also just gives you more time to think. Now, granted, I think for any Blasters player, you want the set to be shorter. It's hard to keep your Blasters online for game 5s like this over and over and over. I gotta applaud Balloon Boy's ability to even get the dub like that, right? But now he's gonna have to defeat one of either Lores or Marky Moo or Ahmed again, right? And all of those sound like a scary time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no fish left. It's nothing but sharks, Flambeau. But right now, the biggest shark is swimming up there, and his name is Balloon Boy. So as we take a look at these replays, now we got to kind of catch our thoughts and figure out where do we go now. We go down to the elimination side, where we have 3 players still left down there. Like we said, we got Marky Moo, we got Lores, and we got Ahmed. Any one of these 3 could make their way back up and give Balloon Boy a very, very hard time. Me, in my heart of hearts, I want the rematch with BCX, but that's just me.
No, I mean, I think there's a very distinct feeling, because if Balloon Boy wins this tournament, great, cool, we're happy, we love Balloon Boy, right?
Yeah.
But then I think there's also a feeling of like, if Balloon Boy wins his first LAN without having to go through Marky, there's still like, you know,
right?
there's still a little bit of a feeling,
we almost
you know?
have to have the rematch. I mean, you're right. We almost have to have that Marky Moo in a Balloon Boy rematch.
Gotta beat him.
But I think Lores and Ahmed are going to do everything they can to try and stop that.
Exactly. Especially, I mean, because if Ahmed manages to win the entire thing, that would still be the first single LAN, you know, open LAN that EU would ever walk away with the dub with. So that's another big thing on the table that we have to evaluate,
Would they finally get a chance to dust off that trophy cabinet, maybe put something in it? That would be crazy.
For the first time, yeah, it's just been sitting there empty for years. Man, what a wild set.
Absolutely. I mean, it is, everything, especially Championship Sunday, it has been so good at Brawlhalla. Been amazing sets, amazing reverses. We've had reverse sweeps, had everything else today. And it just comes down to these final 4 teams. So we're gonna, like you said, we're gonna get over to Marky Moo and we're gonna get over to Lores. Lores has been making everybody angry with this Ada all weekend long. 5 defense Ada, something needs to be done about it. That those signatures come out way too quick. It is not okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, something I always love noticing is when you go ahead and you take a look at the Brawlhalla patch notes and it's like, oh, you know, we made Ada hit a little bit harder. Oh, we made her 6 a little bit faster. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, Laura, you knew she didn't need that. You know she didn't need that. And then Super Stances came around the corner and I was like, all right, now she's a problem. right? She was already a problem before, but now she's especially a problem. And so I'm glad somebody's finally, making it show up on the big stage. It's the same thing with Cassidy, right? There's some of these characters where it's like, it's about dang time.
Yeah, I mean, Laura is thinking the same thing, wanting to definitely go ahead and get a set up on Marky Moo. He is failed. He has been up against him 3 times and failed every single time to get it done. I do want to take a look at the game count since we know the match count. So he has taken some games out of the looks like a 9-4 count between when it comes to games. So he's been able to go ahead and get something on the scoreboard, but not been able to get the whole thing done. But yeah, I mean, chat is definitely behind Marky Moo 100%, even when they've been watching Lores do work with the Ada.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, Marky is another crowd favorite, right? And I feel like Lores is an established veteran competitor at this point, but for some reason, like, Streets is saying they don't think he can do it. I don't know about y'all. I think he very well could do it. But, as you were saying before, the set count is still heavily favored in Marky Moo, so, not too much shade to the viewers because I understand, like, the stats don't make it look pretty. But on the other side of things, like, he could do it.
He could do it. I mean, Lores is absolutely nasty with it. We're just going to have to see. I mean, he's always just looks cool, calm, and collected. You never know where his head's at because his face just always looks exactly the same.
Yeah, and it's on the side of Marky, he's gone through a lot of different legends today, right? We've seen Mirage.
Munin, bro.
The Munin, right? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, starting this one off with the Devil Jin, which we did see in the last set as well, so I think that's a pretty safe pick to start things off with. It looked good, so I'm not upset with it, but definitely putting that Scythe in the backseat for a little bit.
We'll see how it works out for him. That was a goofy interaction over on the right side of Demon Island. Marky Moo gonna fight back with his bow just a little bit. Ooh, nice from Lores. Caught him with the D-Light. Couldn't get much after it, though.
Let's see Lores on that Mandalorian, throwing out those blasts. Somehow just the perfect timing on that dodge to not get caught by the arrows from Marky Moo there. But Marky gonna swap over the gauntlets, gets caught a little bit by the D-Light, trying to cross through and get the weapon swap happening. But so far, I mean, it still feels like we're in those opening stages of the set where they're just trying to get a feel for each other. And Marky Moo maybe with a slight advantage, but as I say that, Lores popping to the left side. And wow, he was able to get his dodge out in time there. Nice from Marky, gives him another shot.
Ooh, Lores is gonna be the first to strike. We see Marky Moo getting taken off the top of Demon Island. Okay, fighting right back, going over there on arm. That was ambitious, but it worked out for him. He's able to pick up the bow. Lores caught the landing with the down signature. We've seen this all weekend long.
Yeah, there it is, down sig again, right? I mean, it's so strong. We remember what Orion used to do back in the day. Ada is basically the same thing, but better right now. And so you got to press that button. We love a stacked option on Spear, right? Even when Marky or even Sandstorm would play it, they would always be hitting that down sig. Wait, Marky, you get back. Oh, and the turnaround. Hold on, this could be a huge double ground pound, a triple ground pound, and that's going to be it for Lores' stock. Marky Moo with the pinpoint accuracy to go ahead and snipe that lead.
Absolute devious work over on the side of Demon Island. Okay, bounce out, try to catch that neutral light. Lores wasn't falling for it though, but he went underneath that bow again. You would think that would be the last place he would want to be after what just happened to him, but he goes back over there nonetheless, catching the Sarah, coming back up on stage. Marky Moo missing the neutral light. Lores able to punish it. There we go, recovery. That's going to finish the stock, and we're all tied up. The finals, the final stock of game number 1.
I don't think I've seen a Spear player better than Lores when it comes to getting those downlights.
It doesn't exist.
Those downlights, it's like he's not even he's not anti-airing. He's reading the jump, right? He presses downlight and they're already hit. It's not like he's catching someone falling into him. He just knows his opponent's movement pattern so well and just calls them out for it time and time again. And it's so cool to watch. But at this point, Marky has quite a bit of a lead. I mean, the D-Light recovery on either weapon will probably be enough. I don't know about unarmed though. Yeah, I need a little bit more juice there.
Ooh,
Two's enough.
Surely had to have been.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. You see Marky Moo gonna go ahead and confirm game number 1. We saw the nod of, yep, okay, I got this. So he's got to be feeling pretty good. We're gonna see this again. The down sig into back-to-back ground pounds. Lores had no chance getting back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the down sig into 2 ground pounds, man. Wow. Oh, that's tough. I mean, Zario can really send you straight down, man.
Oh, yeah,
that's
absolutely.
unique to this guy.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody's going to swap off the Legends. Looks like Marky is going to go ahead and stay on the Devil Jin. And Lores, of course, on this Ada. Oh, my God, what a way to open it up. Immediately putting Marky Moo in yellow.
All right, let's see. Hits him with the sidelight. There we go again. Great retaliation from Lores, looking great on this Mandalorian, trying to keep Marky in the corner, the down sig to cover the stacked option, say, hey, you're not crossing me up, and then the end sig, and that might just be it. Yeah, I mean, it's very rare that you get hit by that sig and you come back. it's a sayonara.
It has a lot of force. It does have a lot of force. Lores, though, looking spectacular here at the beginning of game number 2. Marky trying to get underneath it with recovery. Lores was right there again. Wait a second.
Oh
The
my,
spear
he's so good
is
at it.
activated. The gravity cancel D-Light miss. Marky was taken off stage. He went the wrong direction with the Sarah, and Lores right there. Back-to-back nairs.
Oh, okay. Just gets like 3 or 4 nairs in a row and then just throws the spear away, says, yeah, I did enough. Let me swap over to the blaster, try to close this one out. Marky disarmed, gonna go ahead and pick up a bow. So we get the punish? No, I feel like Marky's had a couple different moments where he should be able to get a whiff punish, but he looks just slightly uncomfortable at figuring out which move in the bow kit to use. But here we have a great sequence, a weapon throw off the noggin, secures the stock, and we have a tie battle stock-wise, but look at Marky's damage, man. He ain't here for much longer.
Oh, if he can hold on, though, maybe he just has a great stock. He stayed out of the way of the side sig.
Okay, I thought he had something there, but that's a great turnaround from Lores, hit with a pogo to the smack to the face to get off my stage.
Lores has a fantastic lead right now. Marky fighting back an arm, gets a 2-piece in, but nothing after that. Lores whips on the neutral air. Marky gets the gauntlets on. Downlight is going to connect. There we go. The Lores right back. I mean, it's literally just the pokes, the ones and twos here so far. As Marky Moo going to go ahead and clean that one up, grab it, gets the D-Light in the ground pound.
Yeah, it was a great call out from Marky Moo there. Didn't even want to play the mix-up of what time is Lores going to dodge. He went out for an early D-Light to catch him before he dodged into the stage and was able to secure the knockout. A bit of a timing mix-up there that really panned out. So now, once again, tied stocks. Marky does have the lead in the set. Gets a huge string there with the sidelight into the D-Light conversion as well. But Lores swinging back with that down sig he loves so much. And then there's Pogo City. If there's anyone who can do it, it's Lores.
Man, he does not guess. He is just in your head every time. Super accurate with the pogos. Marky Moo, though, trying to find his way. He's done a great job bringing this game back. If he can just close it out, but no, another down air is going to spell defeat for Marky Moo. We're tied up going to game number 3, Flambeau.
That was a very, very valiant attempt from Marky Moo there. Try to get that gravity cancel end sig. Probably, a little couple more pixels would have been able to got that touch. And there's part of it too. I wonder if Marky did a, what do you call it? An air dodge up to go for that end sig, because there was a patch at this point over a year ago that made it that you could do a directional air dodge and still gravity cancel.
Oh yeah.
And scenarios like that, it can be the difference between whether or not you get the touch or not. But gonna go ahead and move on to the next game in the set. These guys, Lores just reads the jumps, man. He reads them. These are not reactions. He says, I know you're gonna do it, and he smacks you for it. It's so crazy.
He is very, very fun to watch on the spear. Nobody does it quite like a Lores here. Marky Moo being very patient, letting him come back up on the stage. Kel, the sidelight's going to catch the nair. Gets a dodge, though.
Okay, here we go. Marky Moo with a chance for retaliation. Almost had the spacing on that down sig wake up. Just got a little bit too close to the tip of the spear. And now Lores really tacking on bits of extra damage. Marky hasn't really had too much of a chance to get an extended punish sequence, and I think it's starting to bite him a little bit in the butt because he hasn't been able to equalize this damage. But here we go, probably down to coming from Lores. No, Marky works around him, swaps to some gauntlets as well, and a setup. No, nothing, just a sidelight, and Lores just fast falls out of hit stun.
Oh, got him with the blaster. Oh, the recovery had vision, but that Sarah definitely going to go ahead and take care of it. So much force coming off of that, taking Marky Moo on a second stock. Lores trying to dig in for extra credit now.
Yeah, I mean, a great attempt from Marky Moo there. Kind of went for a 50-50 read, guessed wrong, and ended up losing the stock for it. But had he gotten it, would be up a stock right now, and so it's okay. Just has to find it pretty quickly. D-Light to that nair. Just the ceiling just a little bit too high on the Fortress of Wolves here.
In his bone air. Like, what can you do? Gonna go ahead and confirm it there, though, and bring everybody all even. Look like about 30 damage on that second stock of Marky Moo, give and take. So to see if he's gonna be able. There we go. We're all even back up again. And now we're right back to neutral.
Let's see. Nice little scoop right up and over from Marky Moo. Gets the end line as well. Doing a great job with these anti-airs as well. Fantastic spot dodge from Lores, though, and then the meatiness of that down sig, that active frame, just really making it hard. And Marky can't get his dodge back in time. The perfect pogo yet again.
He does not miss dares, bro. Absolutely surgical work from Lores here. Off stage with the spear. Mark is going to catch him with a neutral signal and take it. Okay, weapon throw out. What a snipe. Lores doesn't have it. He saw the fastball. He knew he didn't have it. And look at this, completely tied up. No damage on either stock. Here we go.
Okay, Marky trying to get the lead, the advantage going into game 4 here, and is looking pretty poised to do so. But Laura is also in a pretty fantastic spot himself. Something I love about the way that Laura plays the game is that he can value damage above all else. Marky really just tried to end the game there. We saw him go for that actually earlier in one of the sets and have it land. And his ground pound might be it. Laura's didn't actually get the wall touch. So Marky sneakily snags game number 3 and is sitting pretty. One more to have a shot to, well, not even have a shot, to be in the elimination finals. And then if he's able to get that, Balloon Boy waiting.
I want that rematch so bad, bro. I mean, I'm just from a personal level, I want to see it so much. It was such a good set at BCX last year, but we're going to take a look at these replays. We saw Marky finishing off that right there. We are all ready to go. Demon Island is going to be where we do battle. Marky needs one more win to send Lores out of midseason.
Let's see if Lores can make the adjustments here. Vamos, let's go. That's a great start. Gets the D-line to the down air. Has Marky in the corner. Laura's trying to maintain the pacing of the game. Marky, a very momentum-based player. If you're able to control the pace of the match, you're able to control your win con of the game. The Pogos, again, almost gets the third there. That would have been pivotal, I think, in securing that stock, but not quite going to be able to find it there. Now disarmed as well, and that leaves Marky in a great spot to catch these landing. Laura's, though, not jumping, kind of keeping his stock.
Ooh, let that slip fly there. But, catches the recovery's not going to be enough. Marky Moo's still holding on to this first stock. Stays out of the way of the down sig. Break dance is going to send Lores all the way out. Does he put the pressure? He does go with the dare. And don't know how he didn't get caught with another pogo over there. But Marky Moo with the neutral light. Lores dancing, flying over off the side of the stage. Oh, come on, bro.
Great patience from Marky Moo, though. You have to give it up. Whips one sig. Yo, bet he doesn't think I'll do another one immediately after. And Marky's like, you know what? It's Ada. I'm probably not even going to be able to punch that first sig you did. Backs up. The second one comes out. Gives him an easy stock there.
We've seen the same thing on the Zafo this week over at Tunes. Let those down six fly. There we go. That's going to go ahead and bring it back all tied up. Lores trying to stay in midseason here. Marky Moo 2 stocks away from moving to elimination finals.
Yeah, I want to see if Lores can force the game 5 here. I would love to see how far South America can push in this bracket. The last hope of SA in Lores trying his best to go as far as he can. But again, Marky Moo with the backstep on these down sigs, refusing to try to cross through Lores anymore. Instead, much more willing to just back up and wait for the retaliation to happen. And here's a good setup for Marky. The gravity cancel side light. That's a Sandstorm classic, man.
It was. He gets compared to the GOAT all the time, and we see that special right there. Lores 1 stock away. He's got to fight with everything he has to stay in this tournament. Marky Moo misses the landing catch. Ooh, caught Lores looking the wrong direction that time, though.
Oh yeah, Laura's starting to crumble here a little bit, like your favorite cookie from grandma. Hold on. Marky trying to end it here, the ground pound, and that's gonna be it. Marky Moo sends Lores packing home at 4th place and guarantees himself a spot in the elimination finals where he will have to try to take down Ahmet to get to Balloon Boy waiting in Grands.
What a fun set, and unfortunately South America has officially left the building. That was their last shot at a podium for ones and couldn't get it done. But I mean, it could have gone either way. The Ada is nasty. But how quick those down six come out, bro. And he's not afraid to use
gotta be
because they're
shameless.
so hard to punish. So hard to punish. We see there, you see it on your screen. Marky Moo taking that set 3-1. Lores finishing his day right there. And now Marky Moo is going to go up to fight Ahmet to see who's going to get a chance to go after the triple.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's pretty locked, right? It's either going to be another NA victory, or there's still a chance for the Europeans to get their first singles LAN victory in an open bracket. But Ahmet will have to get through both Balloon Boy and Marky Moo. I mean, like, if I got those 2 people sitting in front of me, I'm sweating. But we did see in that interview with Ahmet earlier where he was saying that, like, yo, bro, I got through Kaina. If I could get through Kaina, I can get through anybody. So I know he has the chops. I know he has the confidence. I believe he can do it. But both of the opponents also have that same respect towards Ahmed. Marky Moo's like, anyone here can take me out, man. I'm just here to have a good time. Balloon Boy's like, please, can my day finally come, bro?
The second place curse is, I mean, he's
always the bridesmaid, never the bride,
he's been dealing
bro.
with it way too long. Maybe today is his day. But there is a damage distribution on the breakdown after that. Marky Moo definitely vastly favoring the bow in that final game and getting the job done. That graph definitely tells the story. That is a chonky first stop.
Yeah, no, I mean, Marky just so, for the entirety of that set, I felt like, okay, it felt a little bit back and forth, but then once it hit that final game, I think Marky found his stride. Laura's wasn't able to slow him down, and if you can't slow down Marky Moo, you're gonna get run over. Like, he plays like a freight train. You don't know what happened until you wake up and you're on the floor and you realize something happened to me. I don't know what, but something happened to me. Man. Absolutely phenomenal play from Marky Moo. Can't wait to see how he's able to perform in the elimination finals. Because realistically speaking, Marky Moo got sent down, I think, for a lot of people kind of early, right? I think people were probably expecting him to be on the winner's side of Grands, but he's not, right? And so that means he has to go through the gauntlet on the elimination side. And
if you take a look at the bracket, it was Ahmed that sent him down to elimination side. So now he has got to go against his bracket demon for this weekend for the shot to get back up to win to grand finals to fight Balloon Boy. So
set, man.
I mean, I'm sure he's thinking, I'm sure he's wishing he was playing anybody except the person that just sent him down to elimination side.
Yeah, I mean, I need to see how this pans out. It's going to be crazy. But before we can do that, we have to go to a quick little break. When we return, we'll be back with more of the Midseason Championship, and we'll crown our top 3. You do not want to miss it. We'll be right back.
난 요즘 feeling alright. No drama, I keep it light.
Victor Semper Ego Sum. I don't chase victory, I claim it. Yeah! You fight well, just not well enough. My chakram strikes with blade and shield. Your glory is earned, but I intend to take it. You fight me, but you lose to the spear. The arena does not change, only the stakes. Yes! Roman steel beats Norse thunder. I have not come to join you. I have come to surpass you. Gratum Brawlhalla.
Moment is here. The time is finally now. Hundreds of competitors from all over the globe seek to stake their claim as the best in the world.
Out the barrage, the spear play. Bringing out for him. He lifts it up with the help of Balloon Boy because at the end of the day, they're still homies.
And we are back to the stage of history here at the Mid-Season Championship. We're gonna hop right into the elimination finals to see who can get a shot at Balloon Boy waiting in Grands. I'm Flambo. Slow-mo, how you doing, man?
I'm hanging in there, bro. I'm hanging in there. We are getting down to the. We were not getting down. We are down to the final 3 people in of our ones tournament. And it literally could be anybody here. Marky Moo, of course, your world champion for 1v1s. Ahmet, who has just been taking names all weekend long, sending people packing out of this bracket. This is going to be. Is that right? Wait a second. Is that match history correct? I mean, the tool says so. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it that. That is actually kind of crazy. Ahmet has a 3-set advantage over Marky Moo in their history. So that actually changes things in my mind a little bit as I'm going into this set.
Yeah, I mean, I look at that and I'm like, he did it today too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Don't mean he can't do it again. If anything, for Marky, right, in some ways where we're like, all right, Balloon Boy needs to beat Marky for me to be like, all right, that's a dub. For Marky, I'm like, you got to beat Ahmet.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
that's the challenge.
This has been his bracket demon. So he's got definitely.
In some ways, this could be harder than Grand Finals for Marky.
He's got a lot on his head, I'm sure, trying to figure out how he's going to go about this challenge in front of him. And once again, chat, I mean, we're right there with you. There's no way to guess anymore. There's no way to look at the stats and think about the numbers and be like, this is who's going to win, because you really have no idea, and the vote says it. But chat trying to lean towards the world champion Marky Moo by about 10% there. We're going to see if that's going to be enough to boost him through, as it looks like we're already dropping into game number 1, as it looks like I saw there. He is locked in on the Devil Jin, Flambo.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and rock it with this Zerial. I mean, it's worked out in the past set. I see no reason not to try it again. Can Marky finally get the dub on Ahmet, though, because he's been making it so difficult. This is the cleanest orb play I've ever seen. There was a time where I would say, nah, man, Radish got that, but I think Ahmet has transcended. The crown is his.
I mean, you can't hold Radish. You can't be too mean on him. He was in Japan for a while. He wasn't in the lab like he needed to be. But that is neither here nor there. Marky Moo reached up in the air. The Sarah is going to miss. The ground pound does not, though. Hit him again, and he does. Marky Moo immediately going up 1 stock, and Ahmet now has to play behind in game number 1.
All right, now let's see. I mean, Marky, right, is riding off of that momentum of just getting that previous win and wants to continue that streak. Ahmet having a tough time getting some of these openings here, and Marky really punishing him for it. Has a pretty decent lead, a decent chunk of defense left to work with as well. Catches the N-Sig, looking to put more pressure on that down air connects as well. Maybe a ground pound to follow. No, a cheeky turnaround actually allows Ahmet to get a touch. No, actually, I think he has 1 jump. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Marky can't close it out. Now let's see. Gets a falling neutral air. That's not going to lead to too much damage. A wake up from Marky Moo as well is going to lead to even more damage. Trying to go for a side lights air. That's not going to get the stock. Finally, Marky drops that first stock. But look how much damage he's been able to rack up on Ahmet with just that 1 stock.
He's looking going to catch him with the neutral light. Marky Moo right there with one of his own, sends him out, and that's going to go in for the stock. Marky Moo now is up an entire stock against Ahmet here in game number 1. He's got to fight back. He's looking for something. He has the gauntlets. I mean, this is Petra. There's so much damage to come off of these gauntlets, but he's got to be able to find the opening. Neutral light's going to get him started.
Let's see, he's racking up a good chunk of damage here. I mean, final stock for Ahmet. Never want to count out gauntlets, though, but he hasn't really been able to get Marky off stage very often here in this first game, so he hasn't really been able to find those opportunities to maybe sneak out an earlier stock. Such good defense from Marky. I mean, look at the way he's spacing around those neutral lights. Those neutral lights actually were pretty brutal for him back in the winner set of this, but this time around, I mean, we got a different Marky in this game 1.
We absolutely do. I mean, he's so active in his movement. We've seen it since the second they said 3-2-1 brawl. He has just been active. He's been around the stage. He's been moving. He's been making Ahmet guess where the movement is going to lead. But just like that, Ahmet with the nasty ground pound off the right side of Small World Zen is going to go ahead and tie the stock up. And Marky Moo very close to putting a bow on game number 1.
Okay, now let's see what is the retaliation going to be here from Ahmed. Good start. Nice guaranteed damage off of that true combo. Has to play immaculate defense because if you have one little exposure, Marky Moo will capitalize. And that's exactly what we see with that recovery. Marky Moo securing game 1.
500 damage even coming off of Marky Moo's Devil Jin, 103 off the gauntlets, 371 off the bow. Over on the Ahmed's Petra side, 418 with 269 of that being off the orb.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ahmed's orb.
It's
really
nasty,
do.
bro.
It's so
nasty.
cool. It's so cool. I feel like the gauntlets never really got to get online like we've seen in the previous games. Maybe this will go a little bit differently. You know, once again, back on Small World's end, the competitors seem to really like this stage, and I'm here for it, man.
It is, I mean, get those soft platforms out of the way, just let them fight, just old school. Brawlhalla, okay, neutral light will catch, looking for another one. Marky Moo, the movement, he's so active, Flambeau. Where is he gonna land? You don't even know how you hit him. He won't stand still.
Yeah, he's twitching, right? And there we go, beautiful down air, almost gets the double. If he managed to land that one, that would have been the stock. But Ahmed with great defensive movement, weaving in and around some of these hitboxes for Marky. Maybe a chance for a turnaround here. No, Marky's gonna go ahead and run right back to center stage saying, I'm not playing these offstage games, D-Light Nair, not enough juice, but if he's able to catch the landing, nope, not quite. Could have been the stock.
Oh, nice re-entry onto the stage and gonna go ahead and confirm the stock with it. Marky Moo looks like he is on cruise control in this set against Ahmed.
Yeah, man. He's in the Waymo right now.
That's what I swear.
He's in the Waymo. It's a self-driving car. He feels comfortable. Just taking him directly to his destination, which right now is that grand finals. We're going to see if Ahmed can maybe slow it down, but so far hasn't been able to show, you know, that gameplay we saw on the winner side set.
Oh, what a weapon throw from Ahmed. That saved his stock because Marky Moo was absolutely locked in with another ground pound. Well done from Ahmed. Now see if he can make something happen from it. Make something break loose. Another Sair from Marky Moo. Ahmed cannot get any offense going. Where is the opener? He just keeps eating arrows.
Okay, there we go. Finally, a read from Balloon Boy that doesn't work in his favor, but Ahmed still so far behind, ends up disarmed. Balloon Boy, Marky Moo rather, tries to go for a gravity cancel down tick, but I don't really, you know, maybe a bit ambitious on that one. It gives the stock away, but he has so much of a lead at this point. I don't know. I feel like Ahmed seems lost this time around. A sidelight recovery is going to be the name of the game for Marky Moo. And just like that, he looks really poised to maybe potentially close the set out 3-0 even.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate. I mean, you kind of called it out. Ahmed looks a little confused, and that's not the place you want to be in game number 2 of a set. So he's going to try and have to figure this out in real time against the literal best in the world right now, the defending world champion. Finishing off the recovery there. Sidelight's going to whiff, but the side air from Ahmed found its home. Marky Moo fighting right back to neutral sig. That's going to send him way down. Weapon throw goes a little low, but Marky Moo is locked in. D-Light? No, trying to let the neutral light go. Ahmed going to head and get over it and punish it.
Yeah, Ahmed trying to get something going here. That's a great start. Goes for the D-Light into the recovery. Not going to be enough to KO off the top. A bit of a trade. That should be the stock. Yup, it is. And Ahmed forcing it down to a final stock situation. Are we going to go for the gauntlets here? The answer is yes. It's going to give him the highest potential to go ahead and snag the stock early without having to rack up a crap ton of damage. This is the start. 4 unanswered hits. Manages to get around the landing. He's tacking it all on at this point. Marky has to be careful. Catches the nair. Not high enough to quite be the stock, but Ahmed is making the damage deficit slighter and slighter.
Yeah, I mean, there's a disarm. Can you keep him off the weapon? No, Marky Moo with the neutral air is going to go ahead and get the space that he needs. The Sair will whiff. Grounded Nair is going to throw him back down a Small World's in. Marky is sharking at that stage, looking for the landing on a mech. Can't find anything. Look how even the damage is. What do you say? Nobody wants to go ahead and pull the trigger. The neutral light will connect. He dodges right through the neutral sig. Is that going to be enough? Not enough force. Is Marky Moo going to finish off right in the recovery? Well, and there you go. Marky Moo up 2-0 in elimination finals.
Oh, you could feel the tension, man. You could have sliced right through it with a butter knife. They were just looking at each other, sizing each other up, puffing up their chest at each other by the end of that game number 2. And Ahmed, I really thought was going to let that N-Sig fly a little bit earlier, or maybe even a dash of side sig, but I could tell there was that feeling in the atmosphere. It was like, I'm going to test his reactions, right? And Marky Moo just with the perfect timing was able to get around that one and really capitalize, but really, considering where that game 2 started, Ahmet did bring it all the way back.
No, it was almost at the moment that we said that he looked confused. It immediately changed the rest of that game. He sat up in his chair and went to work in the final half of game number 2. But it comes down to this. Ahmet needs 3 games in a row against the defending world champion.
And you know, when we were talking to Mark and Moo earlier, y'all heard it in the interview. Oh, wait, hold on, pause. That's going to be the first stock, just like that. And a down 6 just to send a statement. He wants to go to grand finals. And Ahmet, do you have anything to say about it? Because right now it looks like Marky wants it more.
Oh, man. Marky Moo indeed looks like he wants it more, and you can see the confidence in his movement now. There is a pep in his step, Flambeau.
So who does Caspian, man? Who does Caspian? You think this is going to be the pick? You think this is going to be the pick? We better find out, because right now Ahmet has so much work to make up for here. We haven't even had a chance to see the Qatars come out, really. And Marky, just pretty much an entire stock ahead. We're going to get the gauntlet still. Another side sig, the eruption, the explosion. And just like that, the stock count is even. People forget that this boy Caspian, he can play games, man.
Yes,
He's a
he
thief.
can. Yes, he can. A very unique signature kit, and it catches a lot of people off guard, especially. I mean, how often do you Caspian in elimination finals in 2026? What is really going on right now? But we're seeing it happen as Marky whiffs on that neutral air, but the side air, I mean, the side air will connect. He throws it all the way up. Oh, the weapon throw is going to go ahead and connect on the way back down. Marky whiffing on the recovery. Weapon throw out, trying to get the spacing he needs. We're seeing some Qatars in effect for, I think, the first time all weekend on stream. We have not seen a hint of this weapon, and it's not going to be enough to carry the recovery to the top 45. Marky is able to live, continue on the stock. Oh, that was absolutely disgusting, Flambeau.
Tournament point for Ahmet. Has to bring it back from me here. You do not get any more chances. Drops the D-Light recovery. Tries to set up for another D-Light recovery, this time with the Qatars. Throws the Qatars away. Has the gauntlets here. What's the answer going to be? A down sig maybe? A side sig? Any sig? No, just goes for the standard gauntlet setup. A side light weight into the recovery, unscathed as well. Completely healthy stock going into the final of Marky Moo.
All right, can Ahmet make a stand here? Or is this going to be his last stock of mid-season championship? Marky Moo holding down, giving him showing him lots of respect, lots of space to re-enter the stage there. Neutral light's going to connect, a little more damage against Marky Moo. You see how you guys can see how the tempo is slowed way down. He went for it with the side air. Wait a second, and the punish, and Marky Moo is going to grand finals.
Turns it around with that ground pound. Ahmet really tried to go for a play, but Marky Moo able to do it with the timing yet again. We saw a similar play earlier where it was just like, wow, these perfect timings on the dodges slow-mo are just absolutely phenomenal to get these turns around. But you know what this means? This means that EU is no longer in the conversation. No matter what happens tonight, it's going to be a North American victory in the singles landscape. And not only that, I said it, if Balloon Boy was gonna do it, he has to get through Marky Moo for it to count.
He does indeed, and he's going to have his opportunities, Flambeau. The stars have aligned. We are eating good on the desk today, my friend.
Goblin. Munching.
No crumbs left. No crumbs. We are going to get that that BCX Grand Finals rematch between Marky Moo and Balloon Boys. We take a look at these highlights from that last set, and Marky Moo went in and got business taken care of.
He did, man. When it really counted, he was able to come out on top. And let's not forget, Ahmet's the one who put him in the elimination side to begin with, right? It's not like we were looking at those stats beforehand. It was 3-0 Ahmet in terms of set count, right? But push comes to shove. Gold is waiting for me. I'm sorry, bro. I got to get through you. Marky Moo absolutely giving such an electrifying display. I mean, look at that. The Caspian pick was cool. I respect it. We've seen unorthodox picks get pulled out at the very end and work, right? That's what we saw with the Munin earlier from Marky Moo even, but just didn't work out for Ahmet.
Oh man, there's the damage breakdown, and you can see both these players definitely had a weapon that they favored in the kit. You see Ahmet almost exclusively on the gauntlets, the same for Marky Moo, almost exclusively on the bow. Man, so I'm trying to think of the difference here. So thinking back to BCX, it was Marky Moo on winner's side. Balloon Boy was playing up from elimination. He reset and then ended up losing the reset to Marky Moo. So now we kind of have the reverse situation where we have Balloon Boy with that advantage. And now Marky Moo has to play behind and has to take a total of 6 games against Balloon Boy.
Yeah, which, I mean, listen, I like this for Balloon Boy because, as I was saying earlier, I think he does better if he wins in as little games as possible.
Yeah.
Playing blasters, it's just hard to go for long stretches of time and be able to pinpoint your hitboxes that way. It takes a lot. Now, granted, on the other side, you got Marky Moo, who is an absolute demon who can run with momentum. If you give him more games, he ramps up. It carries from one game to another, and Balloon Boy can really struggle to close some of these out, right? I mean, you gotta imagine, if you're a Balloon Boy, you've been in this position so many times. Maybe not necessarily from the winner's side, right? But like, all I gotta do is beat Marky Moo and I can get the gold. I get to hold up. I get to have Bread Mafia standing behind me, posted up. We doing, you know, peace signs like Bread Mafia, right? We're doing all of that. Has yet to have that experience because it keeps getting sniped. But imagine, right? Last mid-seasons, it was a back-to-back for kind of Laura's, right?
Yeah.
You know, they had belt in each hand, right? Because we were at CEO. That could be Marky, or rather, that could be Balloon Boy this weekend. That could be Balloon Boy walking, hey, I got the doubles. And I got the singles. Don't talk to me, right?
It would be an absolute hell of a way to end that second place curse that he has been on for so long, bro.
Yeah.
It would be such a way to end that curse if he could get the 2s and the 1s dub in the same weekend. And you know he has his eye on it. He knows what's at stake. And we're getting ready to see it live here in just a second. We're all going to find out together how this is going to go down.
I keep telling y'all, man, this is the stage of history. The stage of history. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of that previous set, or rather from Balloon Boy versus Ahmet, right? In the winner's side of things for how did, you know, Balloon Boy get to this point to begin with. It was a hard-fought battle. It was a hard-fought battle. But that down six, the clutch down six from Balloon Boy have been so on point this weekend, especially for game winners, right? Because, you know, truth be told, on the Diana, Balloon Boy is playing pretty honest. You know, most Diana players
as much as you can
are
for a
not
Diana
honest.
player.
You know,
Exactly.
They're not. They're matching down to every few seconds. I think of Acno.
I was going to say,
right?
think of Acno's Diana compared to this
That's the
Diana.
spectrum.
Exactly.
That's the spectrum, bro. It's Acno on one side and then Balloon Boy on the other. And he's playing so honest relatively.
That is so true. That is so true. I haven't really thought about that. That's actually kind of a crazy comparison because it doesn't even seem like the same legend when they're both playing her.
It really doesn't. It's so fun to watch, man.
You see Balloon Boy already has that gold medal around his neck from 2v2s today. Gonna have that little good luck charm as he's heading into grand finals here against Marky Moo.
Yeah, but you want to talk about good luck charms. I mean, we saw Marky Moo lend his sweater over to Moni yesterday, right, to get that guaranteed top 8
I didn't
slot.
see that actually. That's hilarious.
No, and now he got that same hoodie on right now. That's the good luck hoodie from Marky Moo. And so we're about to see in just some time here. But look at that set.
No, we're not going to look at that. I know this is a stat we point out every set, but we're going to ignore it this time, okay, Flambeau? We're not going to look at that.
Do you know what 4 to 20 is, man? You know how many times 4 goes into the number 20, man?
Couple.
More than a couple.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's 5 times, bro.
I'm actually going to go ahead and give you the breakdown. If you're going to go at all games together, it is 43 to 28 in favor of Marky Moo.
Honestly, 43-28 looks way better than 4 to 20.
It does, see?
You know?
You got to think about it a little bit, see?
But then it's like, all right, does that mean that, like, Balloon Boy's just not clutch enough? I guess so.
I mean, if he doesn't get it done here, I mean, brother, brother. Oh man, no, there's a lot riding here. I mean, this could be literally the pinnacle weekend of Balloon Boy's career so far, and he's just got one person standing in his way, and it is Marky Moo.
I mean, look at that viewer vote, right? I mean, they slight favor to Marky Moo, but pretty much right down the line.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows that either of these players can win. It's been a long time coming for Balloon Boy, but I am glad that he is getting put to the ultimate test going up against Marky Moo here, because if he wins this, there's no Johns that can be made, no excuses. It is fully earned by Balloon Boy. But what is it that PJ said earlier? hold on, the writing's this fire? Right? This script is this fire, right? This is a tale of legends foretold.
Look, bro.
A crossover of souls, 50% down the middle. They're here to see who is the best player in the world right now at this moment. Is it Balloon Boy? Or is it gonna be Markimu? You know, I kind of want to find out from the crowd here, since you know they're here. They pulled up in person. If you think Balloon Boy is gonna win, can y'all make some noise? That's pretty loud. That's pretty loud.
Let's hear it for the Markimu fans out here. Is Markimu gonna win this? Actually, okay, you know what?
Pretty good representation
They're split
too.
just like Chad at home.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty close.
That was pretty
okay.
even. I give a slight edge to Balloon Boy there, but you know we got more Brett
Right,
representation.
they are,
so
they
gonna be
are in
loud.
the building. They are in the building.
But that was pretty even, and you know, I can't hear Senor Batista, but I'm sure he's watching from home being like, Marquez! So, you know, I'm sure this is going to be absolutely phenomenal to watch, man. I cannot wait.
Now, I know there's a lot of Brawlhalla fans who have been waiting for this rematch for a very long time, me included. This is going to be good. Balloon Boy trying to take out Markimu in that pesky Ron John sweatshirt, bro.
Yeah, man, Ron John, man. He a legend. Marky, we didn't know he did it, but it's like that is like Fenrir Mortis. You know what I mean? Here we go. We're starting up the grand finals.
2-1, brawl! All right, we are in it. We're going to start out with the Diana. We're going to start out with the Mordex. A tale as old as time here in the Brawlhalla community. Brawlhalla Esports, this is the matchup you all have been waiting for. Markimu and Balloon Boy starting out in neutral here. Markimu getting some good neutral lights. Balloon Boy bringing himself back up with recovery. He's using that soft platform. The movement is spectacular right now on both these players.
Yeah, extremely even at this point. And this time we're not on Small World's End, right? We're on the Fortress of the Wolves here as Marky forces Balloon Boy off stage, scoops him back up, and then throws him back down. Pretty much using the entire stage to his advantage here to get these extensions. Balloon Boy trying to find a moment to riposte, but hasn't been able to get through this immaculate defense of Markimu. Almost gets the setup there for potential recovery. Nope, sets it up for the N-Sig instead, and commanding lead taken from Markimu here in game number 1.
Yeah, what an absolutely crazy way to start off for this Mordex from Markimu. Definitely being the first to strike, having a fantastic momentum here, beginning of game number 1. Balloon Boy whiffing right there on the neutral light. Markimu able to go ahead and scoop it up with a couple off the side. The dare will connect into a neutral light. Nothing after that. Very patient from Markimu, not trying to push the envelope too much yet.
See, nice little sidelight from Marky, doing a great job of corner guarding Balloon Boy, trying to take his time getting back to stage. Burnt a lot of resources there, but a good turnaround. Maybe the stock as well, and Marky will get his dodge back, and he doesn't cover the dodge back to the corner, so he gets another chance here to extend some extra damage with his first stock. Balloon Boy severely struggling to find the knockout, and Markimu is running away with it.
I don't know about this Diana against Markimu here. It is definitely struggling in game number 1 as Markimu is opening it wide open here as Balloon Boy sent up to that top 45 and onto his final stock of game number 1. Still unable to get that first stock away from Markimu. There we go, the unarmed Sarah going way low with the bow, but Markimu's right there to shut it down with the neutral air.
Now let's see, all right, this could be the first stock. Maybe Balloon Boy really needs it, but he can't find it. Still, Markimu tacking on more and more and more damage. I don't know what's happening with Balloon Boy right now, but he's not able to make the connections. Finally getting the first stock. Way too late into the game, though, I think, but we'll see. We've seen people be in the exact same position before and still get the full turnaround.
We've seen both of these players be in this exact position before and get the turnaround. So we're going to see if Balloon Boy can kind of buckle down here, or if it's just going to be a go next situation, just try and take it to game number 2. He does have that winner side advantage, so he does have a little wiggle room, a little cushion to kind of play around with here. So shouldn't be a whole lot of pressure on his shoulders yet. He's still got plenty of time.
Okay, Balloon Boy trying to go ahead and wiggle his way back into this one. Gonna get caught by the end light, gets disarmed by that as well, which is gonna make it even more difficult to come back into this game. Marky tries to close it out with the unarmed break dance. It doesn't connect, but he does find another hit following that one. And at this point, he's really just adding on extra damage for the sake of adding on extra damage. Balloon Boy recognizes, you know what, this game's kind of chalked. I'm not gonna burn all my energy on game 1 when I'm on the winner side of things.
I mean, it's very smart going off of what we've talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing blasters. The time spent in these games does take a toll. It is a long time to keep those blasters online, especially when he's favoring that weapon. Now, he didn't didn't get a whole lot of offense in game number 1, only 246 coming from the Triple B, 186 of that on Bo, and 47 of it on the Blasters. On the other hand, though, Marky Moo using both weapons in his kit almost evenly to get that first opening win.
Yeah, I mean, really, where the issue kind of arose from, right, was Balloon Boy just couldn't secure any stocks, right? We didn't see any D-Light recoveries on those blasters. We didn't see any D-Light recoveries on the bow. He just couldn't seem to find the opening. Marky was just a little bit too pesky. And even every set up until this point, we've seen Marky kind of rock a few different characters. Oh, my God.
Wait.
Okay, we're good. We're back. We're live. I was sweating for a second there, but we live. But he's rocking the Mordex into Balloon Boy, right? Everyone else got this aerial. You know, they got the Munin. But he said, you know, Balloon Boy hasn't been able to deal with this Mordex, so I know exactly what to hit him with that'll make him struggle. And look at him struggle right now.
Balloon Boy had a good opportunity there, but played the safe route, didn't let the dare go. What a dodge. Caught him with the down air. Playing it very safe. A lot of respect being given to Marky Moo right now.
Oh, wow, and the NSIG has enough juice on it to take the first stock of Balloon Boy. And honestly, this is a similar situation to the last game. Marky was around the exact same damage when he got the first stock last time as well. So it's starting to make me a little bit worried for Balloon Boy because now Marky's starting to get some of this side stuff going. But as I say that, Balloon Boy finds that ground pound, says, yo, stomp that out real quick.
All right, he was able to go ahead and confirm that one, keep things nice and close, and now we're seeing some offense from Balloon Boy as we got like 5 uncontested hits, 6 against Marky Moo. Marky Moo's gonna have to fight back. He's now been disarmed. Balloon Boy is laser focused in trying to take the advantage here.
Okay, nice little opening from Marky Moo, gets a good chunk of damage. Balloon Boy again with the ground pound at the light orange, but can never be said enough. That's the strongest ground pound in the game for that exact reason. Never sleep on that one.
You have to be accurate with it. It has a lot of force, but it is, you earn it. It's a very high risk, high reward situation of trying to pull that ground pound off stage. Marky Moo, though, fighting back, trying to dig in and get the stock count closed to back up. Balloon Boy staying out of the way of the neutral light. We got the clash over on the right side. Marky Moo not coming off of that platform at all, keeping his feet on the stage. Side light, trying to get the ground to get the side light. Nobody was home.
All right, now let's see. Balloon Boy with a chance to turn around. Not gonna be able to get it. Marky Moo instead gets the turnaround with the ground pound. Yeah, Balloon Boy kind of overextending a little bit, but recognizing, hey, I have a stock to work with. I could potentially just close the game out right now, but now Marky has Scythe, and you know what Marky's Scythe can do. We saw it in game 2 versus Ahmet in the winner's side where he was able to get that 0 to KO and basically just win the game from there, and it almost looked like that. Great retaliation from Balloon Boy, but he keeps getting sent off the stage. Get back on the stage, Balloon Boy, for your own sake, because Marky's not gonna make it easy for you. Is there enough juice? Not yet. Needs one more D-Light, and he finds it. He drops the combo, though.
Marky Moo fighting back on He's not afraid to do it. Wait a second. Bad position for Marky Moo. Sweat beans out. Balloon Boy hovering, lurking. Got it. Got to get some D-Light in the center. Balloon Boy ties it up. He's 2 games away from being mid-season champion.
2 games away. But for some reason, those 2 games seem so far. They seem so far. You got the last stop on the train ride, but for whatever reason, between your previous stop and the final stop is like 30 minutes. You know, every other stop was like 5 minutes in between, but this one, you got the extended scenery. So we'll see if Balloon Boy can do it. 2 more to go, but I don't think Marky's gonna make it easy. I think we're going to a reset, but we'll see if that ends up happening.
I think we're definitely at least going to a game number 5. I mean, we see it time after time when these 2 players come to fight each other, that it always goes down the last few interactions. Okay, nice fadeaway Sair from Balloon Boy. Another down air, down air. Sair, wait, big damage coming from the Triple B here in the opening of game number 3.
Let's see, I mean, Balloon Boy getting a lot of unanswered hits here, getting some great soft reads with those jump down airs as well to really tack on the damage. There we go again with the down air, almost gets a double Sair, just a little bit too stacked for the hitbox to hit Marky there, but in such a good spot. A D-Light recovery should be enough. Not quite, maybe like 1 to like 5 damage off, but at this point, Balloon Boy's just gonna fish for an NSIG?
Absolute flow state. Are you seeing this kid right now? Barely took any damage at all in his opening stock. He just got the win in game number 2. He sees the light. He sees the finish line. You can see it in his movement. Look how confident he's playing Flambeau.
He looks extremely confident, Slow-Mo. I'll give you that. He looks like he's ready to go ahead and beat a champion, but he still got more work to do. Oh, Marky Moo barely doesn't get that ground pound. Oh my God, Balloon Boy almost deleted his stock right there. But he's doing a great job of just punching back quickly and succinctly, right? He doesn't go for these elaborate, long extensions. He just says, you punch me in the face, I'm gonna punch you back harder.
He definitely needs to be conservative here. He needs to keep things slow. Nothing crazy. 1-2 hits. Just use the blasters. Use the zoning that your weapon does so well. Neutral sig right in Marky Moo's face. Top 45.
Yeah, I mean, right now, you would think he's playing Isaiah with the way that he got a laser dot sight right to Marky Moo's head with these N-Sigs. But we'll see Marky bring it back. That's a good start. The down air to throw, the weapon throw to secure. The stock still has to do a reverse 3 stock here, though. But he has that scythe. We know what this scythe can do. Marky, it's time to put it online. Activate X Factor.
Absolutely. Okay, caught the landing there. Now we're seeing Marky Moo's movement kind of step up a little bit. Balloon Boy going to catch the recovery up right atop that soft platform, backing all the way up, giving Marky Moo the room, waiting for that opening so he can punish. Great job moving this bow around. Oh, the recovery's going to come up a little low, but Marky Moo really couldn't get a punish off of it. The down air will be punished though. Using that soft platform again, another dare lands against Marky Moo. Somehow getting him in that gravity cancel D-Light. Marky Moo has no weapon, but he's continuing to fight back. Balloon Boy whiffing on the sand. There it is. Gravity cancel D-Light in the Sair.
Oh, the double ground pound from Marky Moo. He said, I may as well. What do I got to lose, man? I'm already last stock red. Let me make sure that I do something that will guarantee get me that stock and potentially give me a shot here. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna shark, bro. He's gonna shark.
I mean, you have to. He's got to get against stock here. He's got to catch Balloon Boy slipping off stage and be able to capitalize on it with that side. Balloon Boy, though, being very careful, and you see how he's staying in the center of the stage. He knows not to press the issue off stage against Marky Moo, especially when he had that sight. Sair will do it. There it is. He's up 2-1. 1 game away for the second place curse to be broken. One game.
One game. And Balloon Boy will have finally done it. Finally overcome his demon in Marky Moo to win a tournament, taking oh my God, 634 damage done by Balloon Boy compared to Marky Moo's 347.
Yeah, he was on demon time. He went to work in that game number 3, and now Marky Moo, we see he has swapped over to the Mirage. It is time to try and make something break loose and happen here.
Okay, I mean, I get it, man. You got to try something. Your back's against the ropes. You need that one final push, something, because the Mordex wasn't working, and Balloon Boy really just trying to close it out here.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen the success when he slows down on the blasters and the way he's been able to zone Marky Moo. We don't see that same effectiveness on the bow per se, but he's still trying to make it work. There we go. We're swapping the blasters. Now it's time to dig in. We're looking for knockouts now. Letting the down air fade all the way down to the stage. Side sig, gonna let him rip. The down light in the wrong direction, allowing Marky Moo to come back up on stage.
Okay, Marky needs to land. Man, just do a little bit of a Brawlhalla wiggle to get down there. Gets caught by the last shot of that downlight and ends up losing the stock for it. Balloon Boy, 2 stocks away from being the mid-season's champion.
Say it one more time for me, Flam.
2 stocks away from being the mid-season's champion, and he's looking quite poised to do it. 2 unanswered end lights, gets a follow-up, tacking on all this extra damage. Marky Moo looking for the stock, hits the Spinaroonie with the down sig, but doesn't have enough oomph to it.
Balloon Boy, extra credit is so important. You look at him moving. The neutral sig is going to go ahead and whiff Marky Moo with the pogo on top of it, trying to do the low-res special there. Okay, Sair will connect, looking for another one. Balloon Boy staying on the stage. Ooh, nice Sair from Marky Moo. Going to go ahead and swat him away.
I'm worried for Marky Moo here. I would love to make him have the Game 5 happen. I believed in it. But man, I mean, Mirage is a pretty low defense legend, and he's already in the orange. Balloon Boy could set up for a stock right here if he gets the edge guard. Not quite able to do it, but Marky Moo's still in a precarious situation. He fights back. The side six gonna be represented. Tries to go for the double, just narrowly doesn't get it. I respect the vision. I saw it in a different timeline, but it's not the one we're in today.
Balloon Boy trying to get that weapon drop. Oh, he gets on it, and it's going to be the blasters that he had primed. Marky Moo holding down the center of the stage. Side light's going to go ahead and connect. Got the down light into Sair. There's a stock. Say it for me, Flambo. How many more? How many more? One more, Flambo.
One more. Come on, Marky Moo. Let's see if you can bring this to a final stock game here. We want to see you fight your heart out. But Balloon Boy putting on a lot of pressure, and he's adding up a lot of damage as well. This Mirage is taking blow after blow. You can't be going head-to-head, toe-to-toe with him right now. You got to get something unanswered.
Although we're seeing it though, there's a nice stare. Oh, what a way to interrupt the pogo. But Balloon Boy got hit by the second one, weapon throw down. Balloon Boy still has the options. Can he find it? Sweat beats out. Marky Moo's so patient.
Are we going to game 5? Are we going to game 5? Balloon Boy is so close. You said it yourself, Slow-Mo. He can see the light. He can see it. But can he be embraced by it? That is the question, because Marky Moo is trying his best. Huge damage. Tries to close the game right there. But it's not enough. Balloon Boy is so close. But is he going to be able to do it? Is Marky Moo clutch? Is Marky Moo clutch? The answer is no. And Balloon Boy is your mid-season champion. Finally defeating the curse and taking out Marky Moo and winning. Finally, finally, finally embracing the light of victory. Bread Mafia popping off in the crowd. Slow-Mo has taken off his jacket.
I can't throw the headset.
It has been done. Balloon Boy is your champion. Crazy work. And of course, like true competitors, Marky Moo holding up the trophy with Balloon Boy, just like they've done in tournaments past. That's his homie. That's family. This is why we play the game. This is why we show up in LAN. It's from moments like this where we get to watch history be made with our homies. Look at that. This is
Brawlhalla! Oh my God, he got me tearing up off the desk. My boy did it. That's a proud moment for Slow Motion right now. Oh man, what a fantastic job from Balloon Boy. And you pointed out, you see the camaraderie. Marky Moo, look, he's proud of it too. You can see the pride of Marky Moo's face. He's proud of him. That is what I love to see from our community. Amazing, amazing moment.
Long live 2D, Slow-Mo.
Long live 2D. That is correct, my brother.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that grand finals. I can't believe it's finally been done. So many immaculate plays from Balloon Boy, keeping it pinpoint, closing it out in the winner's side as well. Doesn't even have to represent the reset, says, you know what? I can do it more cleanly than that. Oh man, that was so beautiful, so amazing. I mean, even seeing here on the side, going ahead and tacking on so much extra damage. Got that D-Light recovery at the top of the stage as well. You can see all the Bread Mafia boys pulling up.
Oh, I love it.
And
I love
listen,
it.
man, we had to tell them
It's
people
so good.
beforehand, yo,
It's
if
so good.
Balloon Boy wins this, yo, them Bread Mafia people gonna rush the stage. You better have a squad up there to hold them back. You know,
I don't
they
think we
would've
got a
been
squad
knocking it
big
over.
enough, bro.
That's so funny.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a look. I mean, there is an absolute celebration going on over here. But we're gonna take a look at the damage breakdown, and you see it. Balloon Boy absolute with cruise control on. Didn't even need to hit a signature to get the job done. It was nothing but light attacks, just picking away at damage. I love, that's a good graph. That's a good graph right there, Flambeau.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give credit where credit is due. He was playing absolutely phenomenal, the pinnacle of Blaster's play. I can't, how do I critique Balloon Boy here, man? I can't. He just absolutely cooked it up.
Hello,
Talk to
boys.
me.
No,
Hi,
I know.
man. How
I've
are
seen
you?
y'all. I've been sitting here. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at y'all. I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling the moment. I'm such an empath. So, like, bro, you were tearing up, and you're so emotional. And I see these folks cheering, and I see everything's going on, and I feel like I'm gonna
It's
cry.
a big
Like, it
moment.
is so overwhelming.
That's such a big moment. That's so good.
It is momentous.
So
What a
good.
momentous moment. This is just mid-season. Can I just say that?
That's bad.
This is just
Just
mid-season.
mid-season.
This is just mid-season.
mid-season.
We haven't even got to BCX yet, but oh my God. Oh, incredible.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even. I mean, it's my job to talk, and I don't
Incredible.
even know what to say.
No,
That is
that's
absolutely
okay.
crazy.
I mean, that is totally okay that you don't know what to say. I mean, let me just try to speak some of the things that you are feeling, you are saying, because you and many other folks at home and here have been looking to see this day happen, because it's been a tale as old as time with Marky versus Balloon Boy, and finally, like you said, Flambeau, Balloon Boy has embraced the light. He is your mid-season champion and your doubles champion. Look at all this gold medals.
Back. One for mom, one for dad. I got collectibles. I'm bringing home souvenirs. Beautiful, beautiful, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. It just happens. We just show up.
They pay us, which is crazy.
Well, guys, I want to hear from the champs. So that is right. Let's hear from the stage our 2026 Brawlhalla Midseason Singles Champion, Balloon Boy. PJ, take it away.
Before anything, let's make some noise for the first time ever mid-season champion, Balloon Boy, both in 2v2 and 1v1. I know we all at home and in the crowd are so excited for you in this big moment, Balloon Boy, but how do you feel? Not only winning your first ever in-person LAN in 2v2s, but also 1v1s. How does it feel, man?
Feels great. I knew once Mark got into Grands, I knew we were going to have a great set. We always have a great set every single time we play against each other. It was a lot of fun playing against you, Mark. GG's, bro. He's awesome. Mark is an awesome competitor. He's one of my best friends, too. We've known each other for a very long time, so it's awesome to see both of us come up like this and be able to compete like this in person. It's a really awesome thing. And, yeah, sorry.
You deserve it, man. All the emotions, man. Embrace it. This is your big moment. You've got it done. This bracket has meant so much to all of us, but to you, you took out the person that eliminated you at midseason last year in Laura's. Then you did it versus Marky Moo, who took you out at BCX, beating your demons not only in the bracket to make it here. How much does that mean to you that not only did you do it, but you did it beating everyone who's beaten you in the past?
To me, it's like every opponent that I lost to last tournament, I was able to come out on top against this tournament. So I think that just shows the progression I've had over the past year, and I think that's really awesome that I was able to come here and take both 1s and 2s. And yeah, I'm just so happy, bro. I'm just so happy.
What a special victory, Balloon Boy. You get into grand finals, and I know you said that you knew it was going to be a great set, but you see Marky Moo win the elimination side, final side, and you see him sitting down next to you. What was going through your mind? Were you thinking about all of the sets in the past, or were you saying today's a new day and today it'll be a different story?
It was the first time where I was actually on the winner's side and Mark was on like the elimination side of the bracket. So as soon as I knew that I was in Grands on winner's side, I already knew it was going to be a different tournament. All I had to do was just play my game with the Diana. Honestly, the Diana was the last minute pick too, so I'm really surprised that I was able to do like this well and like actually win the entire thing. But I played my game and we won the tournament.
All right, man. I got a question. I got a big dog question for both of you. Are we going to be getting round 3 at BCX this year? I'll start with you, Marky Moo.
Well, that's the goal. I can't really say, but you know, I hope that's what happens at least.
I would love to play against this guy. He's an amazing competitor. Mark, GG's once again, man. GG. Great set, man.
And before we go, Balloon Boy, anything you want to say to all your fans in the crowd, at home, all the people that have supported you and got you to this moment?
Thank you guys so much for cheering me on for this entire weekend. It really means a lot to me. My family at home, thank you guys for supporting me. You guys have been messaging me all weekend, so I really appreciate it. I love you guys. And to everybody who's been messaging me on Discord, Twitter, like literally every social media app possible, and everybody here in the crowd, thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And Red Mafia on top! Red Mafia on top!
Make some noise for your 1v1 and 2v2 mid-season champion, Balloon Boy. We're going to pass it off back to the desk. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, PJ. Wow. Again, congratulations to our mid-season champion, Balloon Boy. And of course, thank you to all of the singles competitors this weekend. Of course, the doubles competitors too. Flambeau, Slow-Mo. I got to ask, I would love to get your final thoughts on this entire weekend, baby.
If you didn't show up to midseason, you missed out. Sorry.
on,
Sorry.
Matt.
If you didn't show up to midseason, you missed out. Are you kidding me? What a fantastic, just electrifying weekend. I have no voice. I can't talk anymore. Good thing the tournament's over. I'm going to pass it over to Flambeau.
It's the people, it's the vibes, it's the community, and it's history, right? Every time we come to one of these, we make history. You show up to a LAN, you get to be with us and witness and experience and be a part of history. Another midseason in the books has been absolutely phenomenal. I'm sitting here looking up like Soul Calibur announcer quotes going into this because I could already feel that it was going to be legendary. Look at the squad up here, the people that make this happen. It's such a good time. Please, 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 we announced the BCX. Y'all know the signups. You got so much time. Let's make it the largest BCX ever. Please.
Wait, is this everybody? I need everybody up on here. Y'all, yeah, come on, scoot on in, get in close here. But I love what Flambeau just said. You gotta be here.
Yes.
You gotta be here in person. We're calling for a PJ right now, but you gotta be here in person. So if you couldn't make it out to midseason, come out to BCX. Be part of Brawlhalla Esports history, man. You get to witness it live. Singles, doubles, today, this weekend. Insane, y'all. So, look, before we say goodbye, all right, I really want to give just a huge thank you to everyone who helped make this weekend possible. I'm looking everywhere because literally it takes a village to make this experience happen, okay? So thank you to all of our amazing talent. We got Duke, Sparky, TK, Walt, Polly, Dara, Flambeau, Slow-Mo, and we even got Foda as a special guest as well, announcing all the exciting things and awesome development we're doing for the game. And then thank you to everyone at Blue Mammoth Games, of course, BMG, and the Brawlhalla team, of course, Mateo, aka Toes, and we got Levstick, Creed, Samwork, Div. Also, I'm gonna shout out Joseph at home. I know you helped too, okay? Shout out to our amazing Insight production and crew for not one, but 2 amazing streams, okay? To give you at home the most amazing live Brawlhalla content possible, okay? Thank you to our incredible tournament operation team, of course, for running a smooth event. We love our TOs. All right, baby?
Can't do it without him.
Finally, seriously, thank you. Thank you so much to our competitors, our passionate competitors, our amazing Brawlhalla community, literally y'all at home and you guys that are here too, for allowing us to help tell y'all your stories. Literally none of this is possible without any of y'all. So thank you so much to the Brawlhalla community, to the amazing competitors as well. All right, but that will do it for us for the 2026 Brawlhalla Midseason Championship, where Balloon Boy and Munir claimed the doubles title, and then of course Balloon Boy took home the singles championship as well. Don't forget, check out brawlhalla.com/BCX for all the 2026 World Championship Expo info, since it is live. Literally, I'm telling you right now, Mama Sheepy's telling you right now, go buy your tickets and register now. And we will see y'all there November 13th through 15th through at the Georgia International Convention Center in College Park. On behalf of our entire team, I'm Winnie, better known as White Sheepy, signing off. We will see you at BCX. Good night, everybody.
And then he got caught. Ahmed might be losing it here, just barely getting back. Balloon Boy taking Godly on the bottom, and it ain't Balloon Boy taking Godly on the bottom, and it ain't just like that. A 4-stock for Balloon.
That's so crazy. Munir definitely set them up to be able to
Wait, he's gone. GC side sync. Kind of trying to come in to turn it into something, but oh my gosh.
Man, how you trying to finish? Reverse instinct, not gonna hit. Off the top.
Oh!
There it is! There it is! And Balloon Boy and Munir with the craziest comeback to be your mid-season doubles champion. Immediately get a goal, first place. I need to see them at BCX. I need to see them.
arm recovery into Nair. The end light comes out on the bow. Side air with punish from Lors, and the weapon charge gets all the charge he needs. And Lors with the ground pound. Balloon Boy! Recovery avoided by the side stick. He charges up. Moonir charges up his own as well.
Healthy enough that wasn't too bad, but now it's about to be the down sync connect.
Magic will whiff, but Oni is just complete control. Moonir with no options. Air comes out there. Moonir steals it, and he puts an end to Boni's run, and he puts an end to Boni's run. Their Flower with the bow online, and then will punish the NSYNC accordingly with the down air. GC sidelight does not connect. NSYNC makes the best touch. Recovery, KO. On reversal from Marky Moo. Moonir gets the recovery instead. Toss up into the unarmed side air. Moonir 1 hit away. And unarmed side air. Moonir 1 hit away. And he will not be denied of a dominant 3-star.
Stage, Matt misses the Sayer. Oh no, the Nair grabs the Blue Boy at the very bottom. But now he's in the position he can punish the Matt. And he does. And he converts the stock.
To close it out cheekily, it's not going to work. Alma turned up, but that should be the game. The delay recovery turned up, but that should be the game. The delay recovery, and Balloon Boy has blasted his ticket. And you know, when we were talking to Marky Moo earlier, y'all heard it in the interview. Oh, wait, hold on, pause. That's just going to be the first thought, just like that. And a down 6 just to send us.
A little more damage against Marky Moo. You see how you guys can see how the tempo is slowed way down. He went for it with the side air. Wait a second, and the punish, and Marky Moo is going to grand finals. Take the advantage here.
Okay, nice little opening from Marky Moo. Gets a good chunk of damage. Blue Boy get with the ground pound at the light.
Blue Boy whipping on the Sayer. There it is. Grab the cancel D-light in the Sayer.
Oh, the double ground pound from Marky Moo. But is he going to be able to do it? Is Marky Moo clutch? Is Marky Moo clutch? The answer is no. The answer is no. And Balloon Boy is your mid-season champion, finally defeating the curse and taking out Marky Moo and winning, finally. And of course, like true competitors, Marky Moo holding up the trophy. This is why we show up in LAN. It's from moments like this where we get to watch history be made with our homies.
He is your mid-season champion.